is part 3 of the Battle for Wesnoth walkthrough. I will be playing the South Guard on the highest difficulty. So far, we've learned about time of day, night, and day, and how they affect lawful and chaotic units, as well as how Zone of Control works in terms of using units to screen other units, as well as some basics of gold management and some damage types. So we'll be building on that. But this one, I will be spending some time on the story, since I think the story is a bit better here. The reign of Huldrych VII was a time of great prosperity and peace in Wesnoth. Conrad I had driven off the orcs in the north. The eastern forts were quiet and secure. The elves in the western forest kept their own affairs. In the south, men built new towns and farms. For 8 years, the South Guard had defended the farms and homes surrounding the city of Weston, the capital of Wesnoth's frontier province of Kurlath, and in the furthermost south. Under the command of Sir Loris, the South Guard kept Weston free from danger, having only to quash the occasional bandit or wild creature. Perhaps the only real unease came from the Athenwood to the west, where the elves lived in reserved aloofness, indifferent to the doings of man. Traversing their land without permission was forbidden, but the elves rarely entered the lands of Kurlath in return. Even further south in the wildlands, the ancient heart forest sprawled out in dense gloominess, ominous enough that even the elves eschewed entering, and only a few scattered outlaws called it their home. Over time, in the absence of pressing danger, the South Guard grew complacent and lazy. Reports to King Huldrych slowed, and in the spring of the 9th year ceased altogether. Displeased with Sir Loris's conduct, the king decided to send someone to investigate. Huldrych summoned a young but promising cavalry officer named Dioran for the task. Though undistinguished, Dioran's family had a decorated history in the army of Wesnoth. His great-grandfather, Haldiel, had fought alongside Conrad I in the war to reclaim the throne, and his father, Leonard, had served as an officer for 30 years. Thus, with full trust in the young officer, King Huldrych knighted Dioran and tasked him with riding to Weston to demand accounting from Sir Loris. Alright, pretty clear setup. News has stopped, could be a problem with anything, and we've sent someone who can take authority. Upon arrival, Dioran found the land completely overrun by bandits. "You will never take this village. I've watched too many of your kind ransack our homes and kill the townsfolk. I'll defend them to the death if I must." "My kind? I am a knight of Wesnoth and a messenger appointed by the king himself. What do you mean, my kind, and where is the South Guard?" My deepest apologies, sir. Bandits have been pillaging the villages and killing the peasants. We tried to resist and expel them, but their numbers were too great. Sir Garrick and I are now the last two who remain. The South Guard is no more." "What? I was sent here merely to question Sir Loris, but it seems that the circumstances here are more dire than I had thought. We must arm the villagers and drive off the bandits before they can do any more harm." Then we must head to the river fort. Sir Garrick is guarding the armory there." And there's the river fort. "Ha, this new commander is merely a boy. What kind of fool sent him here to stop us? This sniveling child will soon share the fate of that swine Loris." So I think it's safe to say that Sir Loris has died, but Sir Garrick should be here, and we'll go find him, and I'll send this guy along. Now, right off the bat, looking at the setup, I do have more gold than my opponent, though slightly fewer villages to start out with, and his income is a little bit higher, but other than that, that's roughly symmetric, except that, when I go to recruit, I can recruit a peasant. That's it, which is not a very effective unit. We've seen good damage from real units before, so, well, hopefully we can find the armory to be supplying us with what we need. At last reinforcements, Sir Knight, bandits have overrun the whole countryside, killing and pillaging without regard or mercy. My men and I tried to fight them off, but we were unfortunately routed, and most of my men were slain. I have barely managed to defend this fort, but the South Guard has fallen. I do not know how much longer I can hold. Do not despair. I am sure we can drive off these brigands if we rally the villagers and remand the posts. Are there any weapons left in the Citadel's armory? A small supply of bows and spears still remains. Okay, so why weren't you distributing to the peasants already? Clearly, Sir Garrick is incompetent. I will distribute them to the peasants if that is your wish, Commander. Uh, so he's decided I have to take command. Well, this is actually good news because clearly Sir Garrick is too incompetent to think of giving these spears and bows to the peasants. So I'm going to be sure I'm more competent than that. Very well. I've never been one to back down from a challenge. Yes, we should assemble what troops we can at my encampment and organize a front against the bandits. I shall raise the white and red banners and lead us against them. The South Guard fights again. All right then, I've shown up. The people in charge are clearly incompetent. Sir Loris is already dead, but he wasn't even sending reports regularly. Sir Garrick doesn't know to give weapons to peasants, and it's gonna fall to me. That's okay, I can be competent. So I need to defeat Urza Mathin, and I can't lose Dioran or Sir Garrick. Granted, Sir Garrick might not seem like he's very necessary, but, well, look, I'm supposed to be actually recruiting and so on and taking charge, so we're just going to keep him around. Anyway, I will be sending out these peasants to claim some territories. Uh, Garrick can go up here, and unfortunately, there was a footpad hiding here, but now he's not, because right now it is the time of day afternoon, which means I have the nice damage advantage, and so 2 hits was enough to kill. That said, more are definitely coming, so I'm going to recruit spearmen. I'm recruiting them because spearmen are awesome. That said, Moreth is a lawful and loyal, sorry, all spearmen lawful. He's more importantly loyal. So one of my main goals is going to be giving Moreth as much XP as I can. I'm going to hang back to recruit more soon. Now that I'm here, I definitely do not want to stay on this side. Because the water is such bad terrain for my enemies, I want to simply claim some villages and claim some territory. And I'm trying to make it so that there's not a lot of room to approach on this side. I am going to recruit one more spearman here. But if you look at where this guy can go, if he wants to attack me, he's going to have to do it from the water. Technically, there's this one spot of flat right here, but essentially, he has no good attacking options. That said, more is definitely coming. All right. So I am going to want to go back here because I'm about to recruit more. However, time to talk about leadership because Sir Garrick has leadership. Adjacent units deal extra damage based on the level difference. So you can see this guy does 6 damage, move over here, and he does 8. That kind of stuff is very important because more damage is obviously effective. Meanwhile, let me just check if anyone can get over there. One guy can, and I don't want him getting through. So what I'm going to do, because I don't want Sir Garrick to get hurt too much, I am going to take that spot. Now, I think I'll send Sir Garrick here to get a bit of healing because he is missing 10 hit points. It means he loses the leadership bonus, but I don't think it matters very much. They're going to attack with range damage, and the difference between the 6 damage here versus the 5 damage here when on defense, it's just not that important. I am definitely going to take this spot because I want to hold them at the river. And I'm also going to send this peasant in this direction. He can maybe get that village or possibly this one. Now it is still night, so I don't want to do too much fighting, but there is just such a massive advantage to attacking right here, I will take it. Over here, well, time to get hopefully a kill here with my loyal spearmen, and I got it. And there are some more loyal units here, some mermen who have joined me. That said, I'm not going to do too much with them, except I will have them keep this guy from getting in. Now, the reason is zone of control. Here, he can't get to the village. Here, he can. So I'll just keep them out. Is this guy in danger of dying? I don't think that he is. You can do 12 damage. You can do 20, so that's 32. So if this guy uses range, and if all of them attack, that is a point forward to the sixth. Yeah, I think he's safe. I don't think they're going to be taken out. And all of my other spearmen are here to. Basically, I don't care if any of the other spearmen die. It's just this guy who's loyal who I care about. They're here to soften out targets. Should I have this guy step here as bait? If I do, it basically guarantees everybody immediately attacks him, which they would do from here, the shallow water, here the shallow water, and here the sand, which is very attackable. I think I do want to, because if I put him here, he'll die, but all three of these guys will go into terrible positions, or at least two of them. I think I will. I'm going to let this guy die for my... Oh, wait, why am I attacking there? Okay. That is not the person I meant to sacrifice, and I'm not sure why they did that, but oh well. That's okay. Now, for this footpad, he is still in decent defense, but I mainly just want to start dishing out damage. So this, good, that's a kill. And I don't want to... I'm trying to feed all the kills to loyal units, which you are. Oh hey, 3 for 3. That was definitely a lucky turn. You can just step up and start claiming villages. You can start claiming villages. He can attack the fish if he goes onto the stand, which I am absolutely okay with. And you can go here. In the meantime, that's 2 turns, that's 1. I'll just have this peasant go get the village. A little extra gold is nice. Although, do I really care about that gold? If I get there on turn 8, that'll get me at most 8 turns to get gold. That's 8 extra gold. 40% carryover is like 3 extra gold next turn. No, I would rather bring him over here. I'd rather him claim this village first and then come down and be fodder. I'm just going to not get that village. Alright, so fortunately he was so foolish as to come onto the sand, where he is very easy to attack. This guy is not loyal, so I'll have him soften up. This guy is loyal, so I'll try to get the kill. And this guy is a peasant, so he is expendable. This guy is expendable. You are not expendable, but I want you moving forward. And I think now I should be able to win easily, because I have 10 units to his 2, and I have much better gold income. That said, I'm not in a rush to get the kill, just because I want him to recruit maybe 1 or 2 more guys to give me XP. Still, from here, this is a simple scenario to win. Alright, he is on... Oh, that... I don't want to do that because that could get a kill. And I don't actually want that. So let's move down here. This can't kill. So that... Now, who do I want to get this kill? I guess Dioran could? Probably. Okay, he did not. I mean, Sir Garrick's loyal, and I'd love to have level 3 commander. Okay, that's great. And I'll just go over here. That should be good bait. This guy should be willing to come out to get that kill. At least I hope he is. He can also come out to get that kill. I'm okay with that position. He can do 24 damage at most, so he can also get that kill. And I think, yeah, that just gives him lots of guys to attack who I'm okay with him attacking. This guy is loyal, but he can't die in 1 turn. Okay, well, I guess we're just gonna have to go and get him. Now here, let's see. Who can get that kill, who I want to give the kill to? You can't quite get in. You can bring him to, well, no. If I'd been lucky, that would have been 1 hit point. I guess... Do I want to just give this to Garrick again? This is not a 1-hit KO. There's a 1-hit, so that's a very good chance. Yeah. And this guy will just stand here and be an easy target. So everyone right next to him, everyone he can attack, is someone I am okay with losing. I have left him this village, but I am okay with that because it lets him get slightly more gold. Yeah, in 2 more turns, I think he can recruit, maybe 3 more turns. He should be able to recruit 1 or 2 more guys. Now, I don't want to stop him from getting back home, so I'm just going to give him lots of opportunities to do so. Sir Garrett can just sit there and heal, and he can only move up here, so it's fine to have people be this close. They're not in any real danger. Yeah, expendable unit lost. But I do want to give some of that XP to the guy who isn't expendable, the guy who I'm actually trying to level. And we can go here and bring you forward. Okay, he has 12 gold, so he should recruit someone on this next turn. And he did. Alright, now he doesn't actually need to get home shortly because he's got a few turns before he can recruit anyone again. I don't like the terrain defense, but I'm doing this anyway. I think... There we go. And let's also go here. So this guy just needs 1 more kill to level, which is nice. And I will throw this. I will throw this. I will get a little XP, 6 more XP to level. Ooh, he could recruit next turn. Do I want him to? Yes, I think that I do. I think I want him to recruit next turn because he has 9 gold. He's about to have 5 more. That's 14, and that is enough to recruit some guys like the thug for 13, for example, or the footpad. They cost 14. That also works. All right. Now I do want to go here and here. Will this be a kill? Maybe, but I wouldn't count on it. If I attack here, I could take 8 damage. Then he could do 24 more, so 32 total. I feel like I'm safe making this attack. Alright, I got my level 2 guy. And other than that, I don't think anyone's in real danger. You're doing at most 24 damage. The only guy you can kill is something I'm fine with you killing. And he's not recruiting again, so do I want to make this attack for 16 damage? Yeah, this is perfectly safe, because even if he swings back at me, he would only do 16. Alright. Now I have this turn and the next turn, so it's time to actually try to win the fight. We're going to go here. This is for the extra leadership. It's avoiding this because it doesn't want him to die, but I don't care if he dies. He somehow survived. And who do I want to get the kill? I kind of want this. Let's see. Is this possibly going to backfire? Yes. If I miss all 3 times, which is 0.6 to the 3, so about a 21% chance. Yeah, 21.6% chance. And then he hits all of those times in his counterattack, which would be a 4.7%. Okay, so there's less than 1% chance that this goes badly. Alright, it did not go badly. So, quick update. Don't know what's going on with Sir Loris, but overall, perfectly good setup. I recruited 6 guys, and I lost 4 of them, and that's okay because I didn't care about any of them. I might actually end up recalling this peasant someday just because he's about to level, but probably not. This guy, very little use as well. Notice the survivors are strong and resilient, the 2 things that give them more hit points. That is often going to happen. And the other people are all loyal, so good progress. I've gotten a level 2 swordsman. That is my 1 advancement. I've got Diorn just starting out in his progress. Sir Garrick has a few kills. He's a little over a third of the way to leveling. And this Merman Hunter is a little over halfway to leveling, which is good, because I would love to get a netcaster. Something you'll see in this campaign is there is very little impact damage. Anyway, having defeated Urzamathan, Diorn immediately sent out scouts into the whole countryside. His men reported bandits roaming freely through the land, terrorizing the peasants and villagers. Nowhere did they find soldiers of the South Guard. Durin decided to take action and wipe out the bandits. He and Sir Garrick gathered their men and rode in haste to Weston. As they approached, they saw plumes of black smoke rising high into the sky, and accompanied by the stench of burning flesh and the shrill cries of screaming villagers. Troubled and concerned, Durin hastened his pace towards the old city. And now is the first real test, because let's face it, that last fight was kind of a joke, but that's okay, because now we start for real. Smoke rises from Weston. The bandits must have already overrun the garrison and are sacking the city. Then we must make haste before they leave the city in ruins and slaughter all who live therein. And there's the city. And Urza Nelmeth, who I believe Urza is the family name, or maybe a clan name, I'm not sure exactly. Regardless, Urza Nelmeth is shocked to see soldiers arriving, and is angry that this means his brother Urza Mathin is dead, and so he wants to take us out because we took out his brother. It's the cycle of violence, but we're the good guys, so don't worry. Now, my first objective, and I only have 7 turns for this, is to bring Durin specifically to the Citadel of Weston, which is right here. Now, this needs to be done quickly because, well, this guy is currently getting 18 gold per turn, mainly because of all his villages. He has 16 villages right now. And he can send units up here. If I do not get here quickly, it's going to be an issue. Now, Sir Garrick is going to lead the charge. Now, this might seem like a dangerous thing to do, but he has a wonderful 50% resistance to blade, and honestly is kind of resistant to impact as well. So these 2 footpads can get to him, but there is no way in the world, because they can only do at most 6 damage per hit, or 24 damage total. They cannot defeat Sir Garrick in 2 turns of attacking, even if they hit with everything, and even if he wasn't in a village. Meanwhile, looking back, I'm not going to dismiss these yet. Who knows, they might come in handy someday. But I am going to recruit 2 spearmen and recall my loyal swordsman. And the sun is rising, which is great timing for me. However, it is very important that I go through this really quickly. So I'm actually going to recruit 3 more spearmen immediately. And the reason is I do not want this to be a long, drawn-out fight. Now, I am going to move up here to try to bait these guys towards me, because I'd rather fight them on the bridge. He did not take the bait. Oh, well. Now, time to move from the back. If you want to attack and move on the go, then attack from the back. Use whoever is furthest back to strike forward. And let's see, I would like to start claiming the villages over here with a quick unit. You're quick, and you're also down to 1 hit point, so you aren't doing much anyway. You're quick, so I'll move you next. And everyone else can rush forward. Turn 3 of 7, and I am making some progress. I'm not going to bother with this village. It's just this one village, and then whoever gets would have to trek back over, and I actually want him to have extra gold income later so he can keep recruiting more experience points for me. Now, something that is not stated here, and is very important, is that as soon as I get Durin to Weston, I'm going to get 4 loyal peasants. Peasants are level 0, so it's hard to keep them alive, but loyal means it's very important to keep them alive. And so I'm going to try to essentially take out the people in the city before I actually technically claim the city. And I have a few more turns to do that. There are some more guys coming in here, but hopefully I can beat these guys before I have to deal with them. Oh, well, that is very convenient. Okay. Well then, if this guy is going to cross the river and put himself in harm's way for me, that's great. Now, this is still a little bit troublesome. I definitely want to start claiming some of these locations. And now I can claim here. And this is a hidden mechanic, which I slightly am annoyed by. If you look at the status table, Urza Nelmoth has 12 gold. Then I reach here and a couple things happen at once. First, more bandits prepare to die. I'm not a bandit. I am Hylas, advisor to Soloris and chief minister of the town. Well, we've defeated most of the bandits in the city, but where's Sir Loris? Where's the garrison? Sir Loris fell in battle days ago. For weeks, we warned him of the new power of the bandits. He would never lead his men against them until the strength had become too great. Okay, confirmation Sir Loris is incompetent. I sent a messenger to the king about our plight, but some misfortune must have befallen him, for you are the first reinforcement to arrive here. If only Sir Loris hadn't been so incompetent, I mean, if only Sir Loris had sent a rider earlier, he might have survived long enough to stand with us here. Indeed, foolish though he may have been, it still grieves me to learn of his death. Yeah, Diorin's a sympathetic guy. He's a lot more sympathetic than I am. With him gone, it seems that I must lead the townsfolk against the bandits and drive them from our city. And then these peasants show up, who are loyal. The little gold ring indicates they're loyal. We stand with you, Sir Diorin. We will hold the city while you lead your men across the river and defeat the bandit leader. Now, loyal is awesome, and eventually a peasant can level up to a spearman, and then a swordsman, and then a royal guard, and there's 4 of them, plus Morith, who was loyal for. I can potentially get 5 loyal royal guards, which would be amazing, but I can't let them die in the meantime. And that is why I am immediately moving them out of harm's way. I will try to feed them kills if I can, but I am mainly interested in their survival because there will be lots of times to feed them more kills. The next thing to notice is I have a keep here, so I think I want to recall, no, I'm not going to recall the loyal fish just because I already have so many loyal units I want to give XP to. Instead, I'm just going to recruit more spearmen because spearmen are awesome and they are the way to win so many things as humans. And I think that is going to be the end of that turn. Yeah, I think that's all. This guy will be taken out soon. Oh, I bet a peasant could take him out. I'm going to move the peasants in this direction. I think I can get one of the peasants to get the kill on this guy. And now the South Guard will feel the wrath of my new allies. Remember how he had, like, I forget, 12 gold, 14 gold? Yeah, so the thing is that he got a bunch of bonus gold the moment I claimed the city. And these are not living men, these are skeletons. You may recall from the last campaign that they have very high pierce resistance, which really makes the spearmen less effective, but I'm still using spearmen because they're so good even when they're less effective, and frankly, I have these 4 guys to fight anyway who are all not skeletons. Now, the next thing that is not made clear is that if one of these guys gets one of the villages, they will destroy it permanently. They are here to burn. They won't do this to their own villages, but they will do it to mine. So, first things first, can I actually get this? I definitely would like to... Yeah. There we go. Nice. Another kill for my loyal guy. Now I'm going to move my expendable spearman fodder up front. And this guy is going to keep his job of grabbing villages. I can't actually die from making this attack. I can't actually die from this attack. I can't actually die from this attack. Can't die from this attack. None of them actually managed to kill this guy. He's at 2 hit points. And unfortunately, he could end up killing one of my guys here, and I don't feel like taking that risk. So I am just going to finish him off with this spearman. Or I'll finish him off with this spearman. Yeah, I don't like that because this guy isn't loyal, but sometimes... Yeah, I'd rather give this guy a little bit more XP than risk one of these guys dying. Other than that, we'll put the leadership bonus here. And I don't want anyone to be able to reach that village. And that way this footpath is kept out. I have substantially more units, but 4 of those are peasants, so it's really more like 11 to 9. I'll get 1 more spearman just to be really, really safe. I probably won't need it, but I rarely regret recruiting 1 extra unit. I sometimes regret recruiting too few. Alright, he's going to keep working. Definitely going to keep light beaming here. And which loyal unit is going to get this kill? I can have my commander get it. I like those odds. I can't get taken out, and I'll put people in front, so I definitely won't get killed in the retaliation. Yeah, there's a good chance for some extra XP for my leader. Now, you are still in a position... Yeah, let's just make sure you cannot possibly get in the village. Let's move you here. Meanwhile, time to get some healing. And, Minister Hellas is a white mage. He can heal 8 damage per turn, which is awesome for people next to him. Which means, let's see, are any of you quick? You are quick. I'll have the quick guy go over here. No, yeah, I will. I have plenty of peasants to feed XP to if I get an easy kill. Alright, I think that's good for my turn. These guys are certainly coming to attack soon, but the day is also coming, and that's going to make things much, much easier. Alright, so you're at full health. You can safely attack here. Can I set up that kill? Let's see. I want to attack here first. I'd rather you get a little bit lower. That did nothing. Oh, perfect. This is a very good setup. I cannot die from this attack, and feeding a little XP. Now, is there a way where I get this guy to be brought down? I will see how... no, that's not what I want. This could get him low. Not as low as I would have liked. So I'm just going to give that boost here. Now, I definitely have to keep Sir Duran alive, which is why I am going to put people in front of him. And I also want to get some healing, so let's bring everyone who needs healing either into a village or next to my white mage. You've claimed that village, I'll bring you down here. You can start the long trek over here, but hey, he's quick, he'll be a bit faster at it. And you can move forward into that... Now, I could get attacked by 1 person. I have 26 hit points. This bow can do 7 times 3 is 21 damage, so this cannot be a death trap. Yeah. Yeah, no, there's no way that Duran is about to die. Duran. Oh, maybe there was. Okay, I might have just misplayed that. Oh well, fortunately they didn't actually attack him with more than 1 unit. Now, can I get some kills? This is 2 hit points. That is a great time for a peasant to get a kill. You only have 35 points, and I cannot allow you to die, but you can still give a bunch of guys a leadership bonus. I think... Let's move here. Do I want to get this kill? I think I can get this kill. Nice. And he is still at 48 hit points, so I do not think he's about to die. Is this wise? I don't... Well... Actually, nobody can really do much damage to Sir Garrick, so I think it's fine to have him be here. This might be a kill. It wasn't. This is not going to be a kill. And as much as I'd love to get the kill, I just... Hold on, how much damage can I take? Massive resistances. This does 3 damage times 3 is 9 damage to him. Okay, yeah, I feel safe doing this. He is just not going to die in the next turn. Other than that, I'll just send more of the fodder forward. And... Oh, let's leave you in a spot where you can heal. Okay. That seems alright. That seems alright. And he doesn't have much more gold, so I basically just have to beat these few units. Oh, wait. I don't want the bat reaching a village of mine to burn, so I'm going to move here just so the bat doesn't have any village of mine to reach. That's good. He's attacking someone I consider expendable. Oh, that's perfect. That is perfect. Look at how many of these guys are very low on hit points. Oh, this is going to be great. That missed with everything, but honestly, I'm still okay with that. Let's get Sir Garrick here. He can heal and give support and maybe level. He didn't level. But how many hit points do you have? I could get that kill here. Nice. Now you are not the person I want to level. Can I level here? 64% chance I level, 0 chance I get killed. I like those odds. Now here, I definitely want to get you down low. Do I have someone in position to get that kill? Not at the moment. Well, not the person I want to give the kill to. You are expendable. Because I don't want this guy getting to a village. I want to let a skeleton get that kill next turn. Sorry, let a peasant kill the skeleton next turn. Next, I think I want just have the expendable guys rack up some damage. You can go right here. One-shot kill. Nice. Ooh, can I do this right now? Damage calculations, 84% chance to kill, no chance to die. I could theoretically miss both times and then he retaliates and then takes me out, but that is very unlikely. I like these odds. Okay, so he did not get the kill, but I very much doubt this guy is about to die. It would be... He would have to hit 3 times, which is a 1/8 chance, and he would have to miss 2 times, which by itself is only a 16% chance. Yeah, there's like a 2% chance even after that this guy dies, so I'm okay there. Anyway, back here, oh. You can start advancing. You can grab this village. Let's not forget about these guys. I might have forgotten about them at some point. I'm not sure. Oh, he didn't even attack. Convenient. Alright, so this is now very likely to kill, though I think I'd rather... How do I want to do this? You need 9 XP to gain a level. So I think I want to go here. Alright, one of them leveled and hasn't died. I'm going to call that 1 out of 4 now. You can go here and get this nice loyal fish. Granted, he has piercing, so he's not going to do a lot to the skeletons. But this is where I want to really set up the right kills. And I'm going to put my expendable guys in the vulnerable positions. Because, well, that sets them up. Now, I'm going to throw spears. This guy is down to 2 hit points now. Meaning this is a 3.5% chance to die. I like those odds. Other than that, let's get you up here. Let's get you up here. This bat has lots of people it can attack, but nobody who is vulnerable and who I care about losing. Lastly, do I want to grab these last 2 villages? I think I don't. I'd rather he keep getting 4 gold per turn, because at 2 gold per turn, it's going to take basically the rest of the scenario for him to get one more unit. At 4 gold per turn, though, I'm a lot more okay with that. He's going to keep giving me new sources of experience points. Hopefully not bats. I don't like that he gets bats because they cost him 13 gold and only give me 4 experience points, which is a pretty bad deal. But they're still worth something. And again, these spearmen, the non-loyal ones, I really don't care about. I know I'm being suicidal with this guy, but it does not matter. And yeah, let's... Oh, not taken out yet, but he's close. Alright. Yeah, that's fine for that turn. Yeah, the guy sacrificed has been sacrificed. That's fine. Now, I definitely want to get a bit more damage here. And at this point... Huh. No. Okay. So I'm going to keep advancing. And the terrain, the watery terrain, makes it very, very slow. Basically, you can see this guy, he had 5 movement points. He goes right down to 2. So he's spent 3 movement points for shallow water. Quick guys can go a little bit further, but honestly, this is just going to be a slow move. Oh, I forgot about these guys. I wonder how many times I forget about a unit in the back. But everyone's on screen. It's now daytime. He has 14 gold, so he should be recruiting more very soon. I will just keep advancing, guys. I'm going to keep my white mage in a safe spot because nobody else can heal him. But everyone else is just going to keep inching their way forward 1 hex per turn because water is just such slow going. And 8 turns left, so I feel good about that. Alright. These guys cost 15, which is why he didn't recruit yet. Apparently he wanted to get a skeleton. And I would like to feed a kill here. Maybe I will get the kill. Oh, I did. Nice. Now, at this point, I want to get this guy out of his keep. And I think he'll take the bait and attack Sir Garrick. At least that's the idea. Although, I can make the bait more tempting if I do this. Yeah, so the reason is he has a ranged attack. Everyone next to him has a ranged attack. So if he wants to attack and not be in danger of getting hit, he'll go after one of these 2 guys. The AI really, really likes to make completely safe attacks, and it does so here. Now, one of the things the AI is basically programmed to do is it'll try to go back here. And the reason this is so important is it means I get to make this attack and not worry about him staying around to finish off the peasant. So this is all about a safe way to get that XP. Now this guy is at 5 hit points, easily killed, but the moment he steps back, I'll be back into safety. That was the whole setup of all the ranged attackers there. It's a bit of exploiting AI, but frankly a large part of this game is understanding the AI and taking advantage of it. And he did move back. Now, we're going to move these guys into a safe position. And I think the same bait should work. Oh, no. Sir Garrick could be here. He has great defenses. I'll even put this guy here in case he's looking for somebody without as good impact defenses, because there's 20%. Oh, actually, that's better than Sir Garrick, who only has 10. Anyway, I think the same trick is going to work a second time. Hopefully it will. It did. Now, this isn't totally safe, though. Let's see. Does he have gold? He has 15 gold, so I want to give him a spot to recruit in just a moment. Let's go here. Yeah, I can't possibly die from that. Alright, so he should recruit 1 unit here. Why didn't he recruit? Come on, man, I want the XP. Let's see here. It's night. I'm just gonna wait around for day. Yeah, time of day is better for me there. Alright, now let's get this. First of all, Light Beam is awesome against skeletons. Oh, that's perfect. 1 hit point. Is this a safe attack? No, but this is. And this is. And this is. Okay. Okay, fine. I'll let the fish do it then. Now up here, who do I want to make the attack? This is perfectly safe for me. It might even get the kill. 2 more XP to level up. And he has to move back because he has to go back to his keep. I don't think he's going to recruit anymore, so I guess I'm just deciding who gets the kill. You can be 1 XP from leveling if you attack here. You can be... Can you die from this attack? No. And if he survives, then somebody else can get some XP. So either way, there's no way that I don't gain a level. Is there anyone else who wants to attack? Any attack I make could defeat him. Yeah, you know what? Or do I want Sir Garrick? Because Duran's going to level almost immediately next scenario. I think I'll give it to Sir Garrick, if I can, because the 16 XP from a level 2 will do him good. I'll get him up to 64. Or not. Okay. That'll get you up to 50. And if I can get him up to a Mage of Light, that's great. I think I'll do this. Alright, my brother has died unavenged. I have failed. The bandits are scattering. We've saved Weston, and this is still troubling. An outlaw summoned undead, which, if you don't know the lore of this world, that is not typical for outlaws. I don't know how, but we sent an ambassador. An ambassador came to Sir Loris from the elves. He asked the knight be sent to discuss a new threat. And did Sir Loris go? No. Sir Loris really is an idiot. He could have just sent 1 rider. Anyway, the elves might know the origin, so my men are trained to fight the living, not the dead. You might have noticed how bad the spearmen are against the skeletons. I've just been outnumbering them so far. It is probably best that I meet the elves in hope that their counsel will be of some aid. Mr. Hylas is coming, and, well, I'm glad to have a healer on my team. Anyway, sending word to the king. There was a small outpost within a couple days' ride. I'll send a messenger asking for riders. Hopefully we'll see them soon. And that's the end. Now, the early finish bonus was 21 per turn as if I got the extra 2 villages, so by leaving those 2 behind, I did end up giving up a little gold. That's 2 gold per turn for maybe 8 or so turns. But since there's a 40% gold carryover, I'm really only losing like 5 to 10 gold from the next scenario. I am okay with that. A desperate errand. Durin and his men came to the eastern border of Athenwood, where the towering trees of the elven forest loomed close overhead. Look to the west, there lies the forest of the elves. Let us hasten across the river and the hills. I must advise caution, Sir Durin. No man has set foot in the elvish woods for many a year. They have never been friendly towards humans, and we do not know how they will receive us now, especially after Sir Loris spurned them. We cannot fear and shun everything we do not understand. Sir Loris may have distrusted them, but he's gone, I dare say, as a result of his own folly. Yes, Durin is happy to call out the previous commander, who was garbage. We do not possess the strength to fight these undead, nor the means to discover their source. We can only look to the elves for help, wary of men though they may be. Nevertheless, we mustn't charge in blindly. Even if the elves are unlikely to attack us, we do not know what else lies in these forests. Very well, we will proceed in formation then. And here's Urza Fastic. I have lost 2 brothers to this mite of a boy. This Durin, young as he seems, may be more capable than I had thought. No matter, I will use my new powers against him, and then surely he will fall. So, I technically don't have to kill anyone here. I just have to move Durin from here to here, which could be in as little as 8 turns, barely half of the 15 I have. But given this guy has 120 gold to start with, and a little bit of income thanks to his currently 7 villages, I will do some fighting on the way. That said, I have more gold than him. This should not be a super difficult fight, though he mentions some new powers, which means he can summon undead. The other thing is, note the size of this map. Imagine sending Minister Hylas all the way to this village. That's 10 turns. That would take most of the turn limit. So I'm actually not going to be trying to grab all or even most villages. I'll just grab some easy ones nearby. In any case, I'm going to start hiking here. I do want to get the area down here, and the fish are good for that. So this is where I'm going to recall my mermen. And you, wait, actually, if I recall here, because this is, who's the quickest one? Oh, no, you're the quickest one. There we go, yeah. He has 7 movement points, the others have 6. And if only the riders would arrive. Well, we'll see them shortly, I'm sure. That said, I definitely want to bring back my loyal swordsman. Among my loyal guys, this peasant is 1 XP from leveling, so he's easy to level. Although, actually, I am going to get a little bit of fodder. Because, let's face it, I already see a skeleton. I definitely want to have the option to expend some expendable units. And here's Jarek. I received your request for reinforcements and have brought my riders. I can now recruit cavalry, which is good news, except for the fact that they actually aren't very good, so I'm not going to recruit them. Now, I am going to keep him because he's loyal. Loyal units are very, very good, so I am keeping him. But I will step back just a bit. The reason is that it is nighttime, and so I don't want to risk Minister Hylas getting too much damage. He will heal in 10 more XP, but I'd rather that be an easy affair, not a difficult one. Now, looking at my loyal units, here, and here, and here. So, goals are, obviously, complete the scenario, but also I want my commander to reach level 2, I want Minister Hylas to reach level 3, maybe Sir Garrick can reach level 3, I want these 2 peasants to reach level 1. And hey, if I can somehow get this guy up to level 2, so much the better. Now, how long does it take to reach here? 3 turns, 3 turns, 3 turns. Okay, so you're coming here. I don't want the bats to be able to attack my fish on land, but I also don't want them to be able to get this village. I think what I'm going to do is this. Because now the footpad cannot attack me in a good way. The bat can't get to the village. Alright, so now comes the time to start advancing because, hey, now it is actually day. And just in case, I think I am going to get a couple more spearmen as fodder. Is there anyone here I want to recall? I'm not going to have enough XP to help him level, so he can just level later. I'm going to get these last 2 spearmen. And... oh, no? Well, I think that's okay. You can only do 8 damage, so none of my villages are available. Yeah, I like that setup. So none of my villages are available. I don't want the bats to start grabbing them, and I want them to have to face my actual units. Excellent. So it looks like this AI loved the idea of a free attack, allegedly free. Unfortunately for him, and fortunately for me, He's now in the water, where his terrain defense is bad, so he was easy to take out. Now here, I want to get him some XP, which I did. I want to get you some XP. Will it help if I get a hit in first? Well, not if I don't get a hit in first. And I guess I'll just go here. He's loyal. Oh, okay. Yeah, bats have really high defense, so the magical attacks which always hit 70% of the time, are essentially a big damage boost. That said, who do I want to get this kill? Well, I know who I don't want to get it. These expendable spearmen. You, however, can definitely get that kill, and we'll bring the expendable... We'll leave the expendable guys in front. And this bat can get to this guy, but honestly, I am fine with that if he does. Okay. Still daytime, but it will be night soon. So we're going to move up here, move up here. I definitely want to... I want to take out as much as I can before nightfall. The bat, I don't have any good way to chase the bat in the mountains. But I can just throw a few javelins. The loyal one gets the higher defense location, of course, and the future healing from the white mage. And let's bring you up and bring you here. And I guess I can safely put a peasant here, because the bat cannot possibly defeat him in one turn, with just 6 damage. There we go. They're attacking the lower terrain defense unit, which is the one I consider expendable. Now, you are going to need some healing. Ooh, this is good. This is good. If I get this kill, nice. So, Illuminates, very important ability. It makes the area around 1 step brighter. So essentially he has the plus 25% damage because it's like daytime, even though it's not daytime, because here it's effectively daytime. Now I do need to make sure Sir Garrick is safe. And I think I'd like to just get this kill, which I do. He can't actually walk in the mountains. His armor is too heavy. But I can start going this way now that my fish are feeling a bit better. Now, who do I want to kill this bat? Well, I definitely don't want you to kill, so you'll get the first attack. You have a good chance to kill, and I like those odds. You also have a good chance to kill, and you just leveled up. Awesome. The only guy who can get here is this guy who can do 8 damage, and you cannot die from 8 damage. Let's get fodder to the front. Yeah, now this guy I could attack melee versus ranged, but it can't kill. And because this guy has a 6 damage but 7 damage to cavalry, I don't want him getting into a dangerous spot. You can go up here, and since Dioran is now level 2, first of all, he gives a bit of a leadership bonus. Look, 5 damage, 7 damage. Second, he now has an impact attack, which does 13 damage, but 16 damage versus all of my opponents, because they're all vulnerable to impact. So that is very nice to have. And nobody can actually get to Sir Garrick, so I feel okay with him. Still, I cannot dawdle. It's already been 7 turns. Now, I don't like that bat roaming free. That seems like trouble is coming. I think... How long would it take me to get here right now? 6 turns, which means I'd get there 5 turns from now, which would be turn 13. So I have a little bit of wiggle room left, but not a lot. Now you can do a lot of damage, but I'd rather this be a one-shot. So let's see what I can do. Now I'm gonna bring you here and you here. So bring the Illuminate here means Sir Garrick does the extra damage from Good Time of Day. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Okay, so what happened there is that I was planning to have these guys attack the skeleton. Just to be clear, this damage to the infantry lieutenant is 5 times 3 is 15 damage. He has 20. He cannot die. You have plenty of hit points. I think I'll have this guy go back here just in case the bat gets around. Always good to claim a village and deny your allies, or sorry, deny your enemies some of their gold. I don't have to kill this guy, but I would like to. That said, he is running very low on units. Who can you reach? Nobody of importance. They'll probably just kill this guy, which is okay. He is one of my expendable fodder. That said, let's get this guy a little bit closer, a little bit more healing. Yeah, this seems like a safe position. Ooh. This guy is in lower defense terrain. This is very likely to kill. I like those odds. Well, sometimes you have good odds and it doesn't work. Can we do this in one hit? There we go. Level 3 and level 2. Good leadership bonuses. Now, can I get these guys to level? This guy, absolutely, there is no chance this fails. Level 1, I get 1 XP. This has to level. Now, can I get a kill here? So what I would like to do... First, let's see if that kills. Okay, so that just killed. What I'd like to do is get this to be a kill. It obviously isn't yet. I'll start moving you here and the fodder over here. It isn't yet. If this guy can be the one to finish off the skeleton, then I'm in great shape. I think I'll just do this. If I hit one time, great. If not, oh well. Oh, perfect. Now he's going to attack Dioran, because that's a free attack, and next turn this guy should be able to get that finishing blow. And I held this guy back. Turns out I didn't need to, but hey, that's fine. He has great mobility. Now, as for getting others forward, this is a little bit concerning, but he can't actually die to the bat while he's on the village. So I'm okay with that, because the bat can't do enough damage to outdamage the village here. Perfect. He went after the guy I was expecting him to. Now, he missed. Okay, fine. You do it then. Alright, so now I cannot dawdle. I have 1 turn of wiggle room left. That is not a lot of wiggle room. So I do need to make absolutely sure that this bat does not slow me down. Turn 5. Well, turn 1 is now. Turn 5 would be 4 turns later, so that's turn 14. I can make it in time. Still, if I can start racking up some damage here, it will be a lot safer. And the bat is annoying, but can't actually do much damage. You can only really take away my villages for gold. And since he didn't go here, is that worth getting? That's turn 3. But you can also get there with another guy. I'll just go for it. This guy has nothing better to do. Well, no, I did need the 3 fish, just to make sure that, well, everything worked out. Just to make sure I could hold the water line. If I go here, he goes back here and then cannot... If I go here, he has 1 move left. So that means I don't have to worry about his counterattack, because remember, leaders must go back to their keep, then he'll only have 1 move left, which means he won't come out to attack anyone. Other than that, I think that's... Oh, well then, I'll just leave you on a trek to here. That part's fine. I'll grab a village here. And other than that, I guess this guy is a nice level 2 nugget of 16 XP. Who is going to get the kill? You can do 15 damage max. But he does have a skirmisher, so I do need to be careful there. Because he technically could get a kill right here, even though he can't do all that much damage. Yeah, that looks like a bad situation for him. You know what? I can leave this guy to grab a village. Those won't get me much gold, but I don't have a lot of other things to do with them. So, yeah, let's see where he goes. Okay, that is easy to deal with. You can go there, and now I definitely, this should absolutely go to a loyal unit. You're a loyal unit. You didn't get the kill. Ooh, can I get this kill right here? I cannot die. I could get the kill. If so, I will immediately level. Oh, nice. All right, I did in fact defeat him. And I'm going with Spearmen because, well, Spearmen are awesome. And are there any other villages I could get usefully? Not really. I mean, he's getting one. Yeah, no, we're just gonna end turn and then end turn. All right. And oh, look, I'm surrounded by 6 elves who are levels 3, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. So 15 levels of elves. Oh, wait. Plus 3 is 18 levels of elves. Halt who enters our sacred grove without leave. Date. Choose your words wisely, human. Know that the penalty for trespassing on our lines is death. What is your name? Dioran, stay your hand, Lindarian. This man bears the banner of Wesnoth and appears to come to us in peace. What brings you to the hallowed grove of Elrath? My lady, we have come to the elves to seek guidance. Bandits and criminals have summoned the dead to help them plunder our farms and villages. They have come from the great forest across the river to our south where no man has yet traveled. We have defeated many a bandit already, but I fear that we cannot continue to battle them for much longer with the undead under their control. Reasonably well said. And of course, Ethelden brings up what you might guess. We sent you a messenger regarding the undead, did we not? You were forewarned of the blight marching upon your land, and yet you did not prepare adequately. Which is true. I do not aim to make excuses, but I have been here for scarcely a week. I do not know why the previous commander did not act on your advice, but I assure you that I will not make the same mistakes he did. I like this. One, he's not excusing past behavior. Two, he's committing to do the right thing. And three, he's not throwing any previous commander under the bus. Earlier, we've seen he points out some flaws of Sir Loris, but he's not doing that now. He's just saying, oh, whoever was about there before, I'm sorry about that. I'm going to take over now. He's a good guy. For your own sake, I hope that you do not. As for the matter at hand, the elves know of the great southern forest and have walked its paths many times. And what do you know of the undead? My answer will depend on your motives, human. What would you do, knowing the secrets of the unholy ones? I would lead my men south of the river to find and destroy the source of these beings of darkness. The elves, of course, are concerned that the humans might come here seeking knowledge of how to raise undead, which is, well, understandable. Some humans have done that. And of course, this elf speaks up, Vardanos. A fanciful delusion. A human untrained in the mystic arts stands no chance against the undead, which might be true. We'll see. I have proved myself capable of defending my land and leading my men to victory only in battles against other humans. To fight such a fell evil is another matter altogether. So the elves clearly know a bit more about this than we do. They aren't exactly polite about it, but I can see their frustration when they warned us a long time ago and we ignored them. But I surely cannot do nothing either. I warned him the elves would not easily agree to help us. Indeed, but he is right as well. We must do something or our people will be slaughtered. Enough, all of you. Ithiliel is the only one of us who has encountered the undead. She will be the best judge of what aid we would grant the humans against these abominations. These men are indeed brave to face such foes, but I fear that they will fall to darkness if they fight alone. There is one elf who still remembers the secrets of the undead that we learned when Haldric I came to our land. She doesn't mention it, but Haldric I was pursued by a lot of undead. His name is Mibrin, and he lives secluded in the hills south of here. Are you sure about this? The road south is no longer as safe as it once was, and Mibrin is not as powerful as he once was. You would not presume to put one of our great sages in danger, Etheliel? I will accompany the human and his men to Mebrin, and he can decide whether or not he wants to help us. I will not ask you to place yourselves in danger for these humans, but you will not presume to tell me nor Mebrin what to do. Is that fair? Yes, very well. I welcome your aid, my lady. Oh man, the expression on his face. So, that is a victory. One turn early, which is not very early. I've finished about that early before, but that is because I was milking XP at the end. Here I actually tried to go quickly, and it was still close. The time pressure is a lot, and I was really never going to be getting those two villages anyway. Still, that is the end of this scenario, and we are moving on. And I think I'm going to cut the recording here, just to make sure it doesn't get too long. All right, and I'm back. This is the Vale of Blossoming Trees. Our great sages come here to find peace and enlightenment. Some other elves also live nearby, mostly artisans inspired by the tranquility of this valley. It does seem peaceful, but why are there humans camped to the south of us? Are they friends of the elves? What? Those marauders are no friends of ours. We must destroy them at once. Perhaps they are allied with the bandits who have been sacking Weston. They have grown quite bold if they are attacking the elves. They would not dare without the aid of the Dark Ones, but we will vanquish them all nonetheless. Now, listen well to me, humans. The great sage Mebrin is ancient and remembers well Haldric's betrayal of the elves. Should one of you set foot in his village first, he will certainly drive us away. Sounds like a charming fellow. Mebrin can be difficult, yes. However, should we cleanse the valley and restore peace to his home, I am sure he will accept your request for his aid. That is, so long as I am the one who makes the request to him. Very well, we will put our trust in you, Etheliel. But first, we have a battle to attend to. Ha, you blubbering buffoons. Even should you defeat us here, it does not matter. We've already taken what we wanted from this valley. Weep, filthy fleshbags. Weep and know that your tears will become the blood that stains the trees and feeds our power. Alright, so I have two objectives. One of them is to cleanse the Vale of Tears. I'm pretty sure that just means taking out all the enemies. The other is moving Etheliel down here. She could make it in 4 turns, so I'm really not worried about that part. Basically, it is just a fighting scenario. I've got 2 opponents, one with 80 gold and 5 villages to start with, some bandits. These guys, as you've probably seen by now, have pretty bad resistances, so I can do a lot of damage to them. They can just dodge a lot. And of course, I have a Dark Sorcerer, so I'm going to be dealing with some skeletons, though I have a few tools to deal with them now. Etheliel does have some impact attacks. They aren't super damaging, especially not for a level 3 unit, but they're here. Sir Garrick does have a shield bash, which is impact and slows, which is nice. And of course, I have a Mage of Light. Diorin also has an impact attack now that he's level 2. Overall, though, this is still going to be a lot easier if I can get rid of the Dark Sorcerer quickly. And to that end, I am going to use the fact that spearmen are awesome. Let's see. I think I want to deal with a few that come up here because I don't want them to grab villages. So I am going to recruit a spearman. Down here, I'll just grab some villages, grabbing villages, and this guy can grab that village, so he can go there. My main force is going to go south. I am going to recall one merman. I know there's not a lot of water here, but a hunter can become a netcaster, which has impact damage, which is very good against skeletons. So I hope to get him able to level. He just needs 8 more XP, so any kill will be enough. Well, any kill on a level 1 unit. Now I do definitely want to bring back my loyal swordsman. He's been with me since the first scenario, and he's nearly level 3. I'm gonna get a little bit more fodder, though. Yeah, a little bit more fodder. And because I can just come right back anyway, I will grab that village just to give him slightly less gold. He gets 7 now instead of 8. Because I'm just going to go back next turn. and a bunch of skeletons. He even has one ghoul, which does actually make things a bit easier for me because I can actually use Blade and Pierce to reasonable effect. But the other guys are all skeletons, though they are all archers, so melee might actually be good for me. In any case, these guys impact Blade, which my cavalryman is good at dealing with. They don't have any Pierce down here. I think, though, yeah, let's bait him towards me a little bit. Actually, no, I'd rather just grab the village. Grab a village, grab a village. And let's bring you here. I might be able to get a kill here on my next turn. Hopefully I can. That said, I definitely want to send a couple guys here. Your resilience, you can go here. You can go here. I don't expect them to win that fight, of course, but they should give me enough time to do everything else. Now, loyals. I have 3 loyal spearmen, and I am going to recall them all. Yeah, well, maybe not. Actually, no. I want to recall this loyal peasant. I want to get him up to level 1, so it's easier to level them later. I'm just looking here. You're a loyal who wants XP. You're a loyal. I have 3 loyals, 4 loyals, 5 loyals who I'm trying to get XP. So I think I'm just going to not get any more because I need the fodder to expend. And besides, I already have 9 villages. I don't need to have a huge number of loyal units. Now, how can I get this damage to work? You might actually just get the kill immediately, which is actually not what I want. This might kill, but okay. Now if I go here with a shield bash, that gets me here. I don't want to put myself in too much danger. It is daytime. Let's see. I think... I think I want to set here. Because now, if I step back... No. Or I can step forward. Because at most, 2 guys will attack him. And one of them is already slowed. Down here, meanwhile... There, nice. So he can attack somebody from not in the forest, or he can attack my guy in a village. Either way, I am happy to have that. And do I have anybody here to recall? The loyal... I will recall this guy. He's close to level... Well, how am I looking here? I have about as many units as my opponents. Yeah, I think I will get 1 loyal unit here. Just so he can start his track to leveling. I might have too many loyals, but we'll see how it turns out. Oh good, they're not even attacking the guy I was afraid they would attack. Alright, so now... I don't actually want this kill immediately. If I hit 1 time... Okay, well I hit twice. Oh well. Alright then. Oh, they're all just staying close. Wait. He can't reach me, he can't reach me. Okay. Well, that's very convenient. And so if I do this, I'm trying to set it up for this attack here. So if I hit once, he'll be at 3 hit points. And that means this should get me to level. Excellent. And I'm going to be a netcaster. So a couple guys can get me here, but 38 hit points and good terrain defense. I don't think he's about to die. The only way he's about to die is if this guy comes out to attack with a magic attack. I doubt it. And you know what? Just to encourage him to go the other way, I will do that. Alright, so they haven't attacked yet down here. I do want to get a few hits in before night falls. And I want to get my expendable units in the front. Dang, I was hoping to get the kill. Well, okay, I didn't get it. Let's bring the fodder forward. You can go here, you can go here. You can definitely stay safe, but I hope to feed him a kill. Maybe two. All right, now, the question is, do I lose my netcaster? Answer is no. Good, good. They're attacking the guy I can afford to lose. Okay, so now you're just going to step back where it's safe. You're going to step back, you're going to step back. I do not want to do any serious fighting against these guys during the night. And, well, one of them could attack Etheliel, who has 70% defense and 48 hit points. Sir Garrick has his amazing defenses. Blade and Pierce are both very high. Oh, look, Blade, Blade and Pierce, Blade. And I will try and keep these guys close enough just to put a little fear into this Dark Sorcerer's mind. If my units are nearby, he'll probably not go too far away. Alright, now here I should be able to get some good kills. Especially given how much... I don't like that defense, but I should be able to... Now, you have leadership. Oh, right. Oh, I'd forgotten about this. Yes. So once you lose a unit, you get a couple loyal Elven Rangers, which is great. So I'm going to have them start heading this way. A very nice ability they have is Ambush. My enemies don't know that these guys are here until they move right next to them. That said, I definitely want to... There, giving my little unit a kill. He needs 3 more kills to level. Let's get this guy, who I don't care about, somewhere he can easily be their favorite target. I might get the kill here, but I'd rather soften up first. Can I get this kill? Maybe. Oh well. Alright then. I'll just stay... I don't want to take too much damage here. Though I can only be attacked by 2 guys. I'll play it safe. I won't take much damage from this. And as much as I'd love to get this kill right here, that would just get a loyal unit killed, which I do not want to do. Okay. Overall, I'm up against 11 and I have 16. This seems okay. Yeah, this should be fine. Wow, good thing I didn't go for the extra damage. All right, so you are definitely retreating. But first, what's happening here? I am going to slow this, or light beam this guy. I'm going to slow this guy. I'm going to slow this guy. All right, so now these guys do almost no damage at all. So Sir Garrick is safe with 32 hit points. I will advance here. I don't want to get in range just yet for his attacks because it's still nighttime. But that side, I am feeling good about that. This is at most 1 times 3 is 3 damage to Sir Garrick, and this is at most 12 damage. So this Sir Garrick cannot die this turn, and nobody else can really either. Now, for this part, you need to retreat, but before you go, I want you to give some leadership bonuses. Okay. I can probably do this, but it'll be way safer if I just do this. You are expendable. You can go here. And now you can step in right here and here. And since you're loyal, I definitely care about giving you XP. Oh, great chance for this guy. All right, so I'm gonna step up here. Do I want to attack him? I think I do. What's my odds? I'm gonna have at least 30 hit points. Yeah, I like these odds. Okay, I just missed with everything. It happens. And I like that setup. Okay, great. I should be able to take these guys out next turn. All right, I lost the unit I was supposed to lose. I would... If I get leadership, that's still not a one-hit kill. If I throw a single javelin, now it will be regardless of leadership. I have an 11% chance to end up losing that guy. Here, it's only a 7.8% chance. Still a bit more than I'd like. Yeah, no, I don't like those odds. Oh, I can wait for a better time of day. In any case, let's... Who do I want to give that kill to? He's melee. I can give it to ranged. And let's grab a village. Let's grab a village. And I think... So you're the only guy I actually care about feeding XP to. Let's see if I get the kill. I did, which means you can't get that XP, but you can get this XP. You can safely step up here. Let's get some healing down here. And hopefully I want to level this guy up. These guys have enough villages that they're going to be getting gold still. So I should be able to get XP easily from them. Over here, well, you know what? I am going to step here. If he wants to kill my cannon fodder, fine, but he'll be stepping in directly into the water to do it, which is very bad for him. Oh, and you can move up as well. Anyone else? You can sit right there and get your healing. All right, I'm good. So I don't actually want to kill the leader, because I need him to recruit more XP for me to farm. But I can basically go after everyone else. How are these odds? Cannot die from it, almost certain to kill. I like those odds. My last loyal peasant is now level 1. And I have a couple unrecalled, this guy and this guy. But I don't really have enough enemies to go around for them XP-wise. I think I'll just keep attacking here. Okay. Now you still have a route back. Do I want to take your villages? Well, I want to take this one, but I want you to have a route back. He doesn't have a route back, and I can't get out of his way. So I will just step up with some healing. Now you are expendable, so if you're going to be expended, you're going to be expended getting everyone else onto flat terrain. Bring this guy here. Nope. Bring this guy here, this guy here. I just want to give everyone healing. I don't care about giving this guy healing, because he's just supposed to die anyway. And can you kill me? You have 20 damage max. You cannot deal that much damage. Okay, so this should be a win. Ideally, I want my merman to get the final kill and get the XP, because everyone else here is either a throwaway or already at maximum level. Hopefully I can pull that off. What? You were supposed to die, not get a kill? That's not what you're supposed to do. You're also supposed to be running away to the keep. Do you have gold? You have plenty of gold. Get back and recruit my XP. Okay, so I want to get him back to his keep. So I will just go over here so he's not tempted to go towards that village. I'll grab this village, and now he can run back towards his keep. Now, meanwhile... Yeah, no, I think that's about all I need there. I'm still healing up, so I don't feel like rushing here, and besides, it's day. I'm very safe. Oh, he doesn't have many units. He's down to 2 units. Okay. What am I doing over here? Ooh, if I light beam... that is almost certainly going to kill. I want to... This could leave him alive, which is... Or will leave him alive, which is what I'd like. Now, hopefully... Dang. Alright, well, let's just give you some nice bait right there. Do I want to just get the kill? I don't think I do. I think I really want to give the kill to my merman. I would love to get this guy to level 3 at some point. Why are you still attacking me? Okay, get back to your keep. Fine, I will make this very easy for you to figure out tactically. We're going to go here. We're going to go here. We're going to go all the way here. So, I'm also going to go here. So I will even give you a nice melee unit to attack. If this guy wants to attack without taking any damage, he can go over there and then he'll get back to his keep. Because if he's able to move to his keep in one turn, he will. I messed up letting me get that far away. Now over here, I want to give you the kill, which means stepping onto dry land. But that worked out. Now, you can do... You're about to step away no matter what, so I just want to slow you. I did not slow you. Let's just give you some stabbing. And let's give you a nice target. Because he has to go back to his keep. Sir Garrick will be able to heal, and I think he would much rather attack one of these guys who won't slow him than the guy here. Now, can we get you to go back to your keep? Yep, he attacked the guy. Good. And next turn he'll go back to his keep. Now, moment of truth. Can I... Oh wait, hold on. That's not what I want. I want to be able to one-hit KO. And there we go. Good, he got all the stuff he needed. Alright, now everyone else can start moving back down. You need to get back to your keep and get my new round of XP for me. Who wants to get this kill? I think you want to get the kill. Great. And he has to go back. If I do this, he has to stop there. And you can still make it home. Do I want to take away his villages? He has 28 gold. That's enough for like 2 guys. Nah, I'll let him keep his villages a little longer. I still want to get more. Basically, when you get the easy levels, that's a great time to give yourself lots of XP. Alright. So those guys have popped out. And it is nighttime, so I don't actually want to fight them. But I do want this guy to just get expended, so he'll be the distraction for the night. Who here is expendable? You're not expendable, but you are. And yeah, so they should be very tempted to attack here. Let's start the trek down here. Okay, I'm leaving 5 villages unclaimed. One of them is this one, and I really should get Ethereal there at some point, but she can get there in 3 turns, and I have 12, so that's fine. Oh, that's great. He just did a ton of damage to those guys. All right. Now, look at this. 5 levels total, that's 40 experience points. Who's going to get them? I think the answer is that I want to step right here because lots of the guys can attack me there. I am going to take that village away from them. Or no. That, actually, yes. So, who do I want getting the XP? He's getting 5 gold per turn. Let's see. I think it's actually okay to go there. Nice, nice. All right, if I get this guy one more kill, I have a level 3 loyal unit, which is awesome. I'm going to save real quick just because I don't remember if I lose instantly if I go here. Okay, I'm fine. I'll delete that save now, but I just wanted to make sure. Anyway, sometimes there's like random hidden mechanics of, oh, you instantly lose if you go the wrong place. And I didn't remember this one. So I would like to get the kill with this guy, if I can. And what are my odds here? One hit KO. That's good odds as I can possibly get. Okay, I have a Royal Guard. You can do a tiny bit of damage. You can do a tiny bit of damage. I can put healing behind you. He has to go back to his keep. So I am totally safe here. I will also move down. These guys aren't super important because they're full level, but hey, I might need some fodder. All right, now he's about to have enough to recruit one more guy. I do want to get a few throws in because this will not kill him. And it leaves him a spot to recruit. And we'll just get over here. And because I have my Mage of Light showing up, I can start heading over. At this point, I'm just going to comfortably get whichever XP I feel like. You are not supposed to die, so I'm going to avoid that. This can kill, which I don't actually want there. You theoretically could kill... Okay, yeah, that's probably fine. You can also miss everything. Sure, that's fine too. You know what? Let me just give you a slow. You can withdraw to where you can get healing, ranged attacks, melee, and I really would like my leader to gain XP. He's still a long way from level 3. Can you possibly die from both these combined? 16 plus 18. You could die from both of them combined, so I'm not going to attack. Although if I can slow... not yet. Not yet. Because he's running... I don't want him to run low on hit points too soon. Alright. Now, you can slow, but you missed every time. So we're just going to throw a single javelin. No, that could get you killed. Because that could be... Well, if he hits with everything, that's 41. If he hits with... Now, there's no reason to take the risk. It's not a necessary risk. What I can do safely is this, because you have more than 41 hit points. And let's also get you a little bit of healing. Yeah. Yeah, let's get some healing up here. Because he's about to step back, and that'll be fine. Oh, wait. There is a way I can safely get this, because he has to step back. So this guy cannot be counterattacked for a kill. Alright, I have to watch the turn counter. Let's see how that slow works. And how many guards? He's about to be recruiting more on his next turn, which is fine. But I think I will... Nope, I did not slow him. Okay. And I don't want to risk that. I'm just going to step over here so that I'll be able to win. I'll just have her go over there next turn. You cannot possibly get killed in one turn. So we'll go here and stay where there's healing. Yeah. All right. And Mebrin is not here for some reason. Perhaps he was taken. I'm not sure. There's no blood. There's no sign of a struggle. The undead probably would have just killed him. Maybe the bandits did something. Hard to say. But still, it's strange there's no sign of a fight. Atheliel? Well, she's angry, and we must follow these footprints into the woods. Whoever took our greatest sage must pay. Nothing will stop the vengeance of the elves. Let's go quickly and avoid doing anything that might make her angrier than she already is. Well, that said, I'm not quite done yet. Aw, I want to get that XP for somebody besides him. Okay, can I safely do this? 16 plus 18, 34. I have 35 hit points. I cannot possibly die from doing both attacks. And you have 3 gold, so he's going to get 3 more. So he has 1 more recruit coming for me. And I'll just fly over back. The thing about the Elvish Shide is they can fly over water very effectively, thanks to the wings. And we go up here, and he has 13 gold. There we go. Now, hopefully... Wow, so Garrick either hits with everything or misses with everything. Ooh, do I want this? I think I do. I might accidentally get the kill. I don't want to get the kill there. Let's see if I can whittle him down. Okay, fine. Now, can I finish him off with a unit I want to? This... Yeah, that looks good. So he's not recruiting anymore, so I'm just going to want to win this turn. Probably with one of my loyals. There we go. My death means nothing. Even if you could find our stronghold, you'll never defeat our master. Great dying words, man. But we're moving on. Anyway, 2 turns early. Again, I do get slightly more early finish bonus because there were 3 villages I didn't have. I'd say it's still worth it, though. Experienced units are extremely valuable, and at this point, I have a level 3 loyal Royal Guard. I also have these 2 spearmen who are loyal, and for my recall list, I have 2 more spearmen. So, excellent spot to be in. Athaliel led the men of the South Guard into the southern forest. The deep woods were overcast with unnatural shadow as they entered, shrouded with eerie silence and uncanny stillness. Gray darkness sapped all color from their surroundings, rendering all murky and gloomy, with every movement and every sound muted in the thick fog. Dioran's small company kept vigilant watch on the dense forest and on each other, wary of the foreboding ambience, and even the elves seemed rather disconcerted. For many days they marched down nameless paths no man had trod before. From time to time, Dioran fancied that he saw ghostly images of elven villages and halls in the deep woods, but as they advanced, even those became scarce. Far from civilization, in the deep woods, time passed in blurred day and night, with the ever-creeping chill of deathly shadow growing upon them. Finally, Athaliel told the men to halt and pitch camp. They had reached the Black River, beyond which no elf or man would willingly pass. It's so cold here, and this fog is so thick. This cannot be natural for a forest like this. I fear this is the effects of powerful black magics. It is quite the change from fighting bandits in the farmlands near Weston. So even you humans are being affected by the dark sorcery that taints this land. Then there is no better place than here. We should stop and rest before we proceed. This place is indeed foreboding, but why do we need to stop and make camp specifically here? The Black River is before us. Few elves have crossed it, and fewer still have explored the dark forest beyond. If the undead come from across the river, we must exercise great caution in our search for them. Even if this forest is decidedly grim, we must not fear its inhabitants so much that we dare not even confront them. I am ready and willing to fight. Caution, not fear, human. Anxious as I am to find the whereabouts of our great sage, Mibrin, that is, it would do us no good to charge straight into the trap of the enemy. We will need help to scour the woods as dangerous as these, and so I have asked some of my people to aid us. My soldiers and shamans will fight at your command. Now, so long as you feel prepared to brave the perils beyond the river, we can continue onward. Thank you for your help, my lady. I am ready for whatever lies in wait for us, be it man, beast, or skeleton. Sir Garrick, Minister Hylas? On your orders, Sir Dioran. Evil never rests, nor does the light that seeks to exterminate it. Very well then, come men, let us gather our wits and probe the forest for its secrets. So I need to investigate the area. Now, I've got 4 people I have to keep alive. I've got a solid number of turns, 38, but zooming out, this is a relatively big map. First things first, I have 2 new units on my recall list. First is the Elvish Fighter. They do 20 damage max with melee, 9 with ranged, and even the Spearman with 21 melee and 6 ranged is competitive there. Now, the Fighter does have 33 hit points rather than the Spearman's 36. The Spearman also has a slight arcane damage resistance, while the Fighter, the Elvish Fighter, has an arcane damage vulnerability. And the Spearman does have First Strike, so I'm still going to be favoring the Spearman a bit as fodder, but frankly, the Elvish Fighter in the trees is actually superior to the Spearman. Far more important is the Shaman. Every race has 1 unit that's awesome. It's the Spearman for humans. It is the Shaman for elves. And I will be using them. Right off the bat, they can already slow as a level 1 unit. You've seen this with Sir Garrick once he got to level 3. You've seen it with the Merman Hunter, who, after reaching level 2 as a netcaster, got to have a slow. The Elvish Shaman gets it from level 1, and they also can heal, so I'm definitely going to be using them. That said, the very first thing I am going to be recruiting, or in this case recalling, is not actually... Oops. Oh, so this is a slight problem. Actually, this is an error on my part. I am going to restart the scenario, so sorry if you wanted Iron Man. I forgot to click Delay Shroud Update, so I can't actually undo. So I am going to restart the scenario. So to explain why that happened, if you move forward with a unit and reveal part of the shroud, undo doesn't work. If I select undo, that's weird. I don't see it. Am I going blind suddenly? Well, fine. If I select undo, I can't. Now if I do this, undo is available and redo is available. Oh, right, it wasn't there because I couldn't undo. If I instead select Delay Shroud Updates, moving forward doesn't advance the shroud, so I can undo. If I turn this off, or if I just say Update Shroud Now, then I can see further. I accidentally sent Deorin forward, which means I couldn't have recruited or recalled this turn. But I'm going to start with my fish, because there is some water here, and where there's water, there is a need for aquatic units. Fast units can see further ahead. And I want to go here. So clearly there's a ton of forest. Over here, let's grab that village. There's a ton of forest. I definitely am going to want some elves for the forest. But right off the bat, I have lots of loyal units. And I'm actually not going to bring the loyal Royal Guard because he's done leveling. And I'm still trying to level new units. I am going to get 1 shaman, who is, oh, intelligent. Nice. We're going to head down here. There is water this way. Now, because I have played this before, I know there's I think it was a trident prize that way. In the meantime, time to keep moving forward. There is another keep here, so I will be able to recruit more once I get here, if I want to. But right now, I see some undead. Jarek is not going to stay ahead by himself. I just wanted to reveal some of the map. That said, more units can advance, elves and elves. But now my loyals. I have loyal spearmen, and I definitely want to have them go forward. I don't have much in the way of expendable units right now, which I dislike, so I'm going to get 1 more shaman. Okay, they might not be the most expendable, but really, they have very good defense in forests, so they're kind of make good fodder. Now, the other key to this, which I will be taking advantage of, is that there actually are bandits over here. You can't see them yet, but you will soon, and I specifically want them to help fight the undead, because, let's face it, when you work with undead, you're going to have them turn on you at some point. Moving forward, keep in mind my enemies cannot see the Elvish Rangers. They have ambush. Well, they can't see them when they're in forest. And now I want more loyals. Is there anyone else I want to recall? No, because you're already fully leveled and I want to focus on lower level guys. You are probably never getting recalled, honestly. I think I like having the two shamans. I think I want one elvish fighter. If I need more, I'll recruit them up ahead. All right. Now you'll notice the fog is coming back in. The reason is that this map has both Shroud and Fog. Fog lets me see, it means I cannot see any further than where I could attack, so if there was a unit here, then I could attack them with Ethereal. Shroud means I don't know what that part of the map is yet. So I'm going to uncover, if I can, all of the map. Now there is a village here, a water village, but I'm actually not going to get it yet because I already have prior knowledge of this scenario, which is there's a chaotic serpent that attacks me when I get it. Instead, I'm going to save that for daytime. Now up here, it is time to form my battle line. I don't want Jarek to be in a forest. He does not do well there. In fact, yeah, let's just get everyone nice and close around my healer. The reason I'm using the Mage of Light here for healing is that I want Ethereal's flight for scouting. She is the only one who can move quickly over both shallow water and hills. And there's some of these guys. Now, I mainly want these guys to fight each other for a bit. However, I will still take the free kills when I can get them. You can't, let's see, if I give you leadership, that is a one-hit KO, which I definitely like. I do not want to advance too much here because, well, I don't want to distract these guys from fighting each other, but I am going to advance a bit. One other nice thing about the elves is that they can catch up very quickly in forests. Okay. Now, even though it is in fog, if this flag ever disappears, I know an enemy has made it. So in that sense, villages have this extra use, which is a little bit of information about where enemy units are. Oh, I'm not sure if you saw that, but this Soulless has Plague, so the unit defeated just became a walking corpse. Alright, now, I would still like this unit to level if possible, but I do have a lot of loyals. Okay, 3 hit points left, so if I can get this hit. Alright, that's 2 kills. I need one more and a couple of skirmishes to get all the way there. And do I want to do much more advancing? Not a lot more. You know what? This elf does not have any XP yet, and 70% defense is good. Alright. And now I am ready to trigger this event. There's a Beast of the Lake here, and it cannot move yet because essentially in order to make this not be unfair for new players, they slow it for the very first appearance it has. But I'm still going to use ranged against it because ranged versus melee. I will be pulling back soon. Key thing to note is it has a poisonous attack, which can be problematic, but I just have to deal with that. Nonetheless, it's already taken damage. It is chaotic. I'm lawful. With 3v1, I should definitely be able to beat it. So note, these guys, even though they were attacking the undead, they're definitely not my allies. All right, so let's get back here. And now I want him to come to me. He has melee, I have ranged here, but melee up here. That should be a safe approach. Now, I have a lot of these guys here. Sir Garrick doesn't really have good defenses anywhere, despite his high resistances. So, let's take a close look here. How do I want to do this? I want to do this very safely, and I don't actually have a ton of fodder, which, now that I think about it, was... maybe I should have had more. You know what? No, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. You can heal to full by leveling. That's why I was avoiding the fodder. You are actually fodder, but I'll move you back here. And honestly, I am not going to be too sad if this shaman dies. This was the one I ended up feeding the XP to. I can move up here. I can move here for a little bit of leadership. You can head here. I would like to get you over to healing. Yeah, nobody here is really in danger. Theoretically, they could have 5 people attack this shaman. If so, too bad, but 70% defense and it's daytime and they're chaotic means she'll probably be okay. Also, a lot of them are footpads who don't actually do much damage. So, yeah. Oh, I forgot about you. Oh, that's dumb of me. Let's expose a bit more of the map and start heading south. And you can see some of their villages here. Oh, good, good. They're fighting the other people. Hey, that shaman is still alive. All right, so back to the water fight. I'm slowing you. And I do want this fight right now. Now, you're down to 15 points. Oh, this guy wasn't even poisoned. Yeah, that was like, there was only a 51% chance he would avoid being poisoned. This guy can do a total of 10 damage right now, so I'm definitely not about to lose a unit. But night will come soon, and I hopefully can bring him down before I have to fight him at night. Now, going back to here. Who can I feed kills to? I feel pretty safe attacking with you. Do I feel like recruiting any more guys? Maybe. What's my chance of this kill? Oh, one hit kill. Let's take it. Nice. You can move up here. I'm gonna get one more fighter. In the forest, they make really good fodder. They don't have the first strike, but other than that, they're good. You cannot approach very effectively, so I think if I go here... Yeah, if I go here, there's not going to be a lot of attackers. You can possibly get a kill, and... Oh, wait, no, you didn't. Alright, you can get a slow. You can... Do I want to do this? No, actually, I don't. The reason is that Sir Garrick's already max level, so his slow helps other folks get the kill. Oh, wow. Okay, well, he can't really die, though. You still need 2 skirmishes besides your kill. So now 1 kill and 1 skirmish. He's slow. This is at most 16, that's most 8. You have more than 24 hit points. Now, down here, do I have an easy kill? Now, the Elvish Fighter can actually level up to someone with leadership, so if I can get a nice level for him, I will. But honestly, that's really not my priority. I'm really more prioritizing the loyal units. When in doubt, level your loyals. Okay, now, let's not forget about you this time. That exposes everything. All right, and oh, there are some undead here. Okay, we're good then. Yeah, this feels fine. And this has not been lost, so nobody has slipped through here. They theoretically could, but I don't think they're going to. All right, so I definitely want to slow you. Oh, there we go. Okay, nice. So they're fine. Now, I can see a few enemies. I do need to be careful. Oh, Urza Aphalis. Thank the light you're alive. How many Urza brothers are there? You need not thank anyone that we are alive, wretched criminals. We know of your alliance with the undead and the evil you have brought to this land. I prepare to be slain, you abominable scum. So, please just hear me out. I know of these undead you seek. I know that you seek to destroy both them and us. I'm sorry, brothers attacked. I didn't mean it. Okay, I don't believe you. Tell us what you know. One wrong move and we attack. I swear I'm not your enemy. So now we've got the story. A year ago, we ventured into the land of the elves in secret and we captured a great sage. This is Mebrin. We forced him to teach us the secrets of this forest. So this is not doing well for the case of please don't hurt me. He's saying, well, he told us about the woods of the south. There's this nexus of dark energy. He taught us to summon the dead to fight for us. I knew it was a bad idea, of course you did. But my brothers were weak and foolish and just fell under sway. They summoned undead. They couldn't control them. They became slaves to that power. Yeah. Anyway, this sounds like a complete and utter lie. It's actually not a lie, it's just stupidity. Let's hear him out. What happened? I'm not sure. He must have known. Stop stalling. He was more powerful than any of the undead he summoned, yet he did not resist them. He allowed them to make him one of them and became a lich. Okay, so Mebrin has become a lich, assuming we trust this person. And then he took control of the other undead and now leads them. Athaliel obviously doesn't believe this. Mebrin would never fight through the undead, much less lead them. Now, here's the issue. Necromancy is corrupting, and the bandits forced him to do some necromancy, which started messing him up. This is not something that elves are totally immune to. Now, Minister Hylas, by the way, is wrong. He says the only way to conquer it is to resist the temptation altogether. This is not actually completely true. There are a few people who can handle that power and not become corrupted, but it's usually corrupting. So they're whispering to each other. The italics mean whispering. They're just saying, oh yeah, he did get corrupted. So anyway, Diorin speaks up. Even if I believe you, this doesn't make you sound good. He admits, okay, I've done some bad things, but maybe I can work with you now. We can help you. And Athaliel says, no, I want to slaughter you. Now, this is where there's a branch and the rest of the campaign is different depending on it. I personally prefer this branch. Your crimes are too great, you will fall with the felon dead. If you pick the second option, every elf is now gone. Then you work with what's left of the bandits. I'm going to take out the bandits. I've taken out 3 Urzas. I can take out a 4th. And he thinks we've caused the doom of them all. No, actually. I'm sure I can handle this just fine. That said, I do still need to be careful here. I don't want to get myself into trouble. He's got those guys and not much else. I am going to stay out of attack range. I don't want to actually get into a fight. Now, meanwhile, this guy got his second skirmish. If I can set it up so he gets a kill, then he will level. And I'm going to try to do that. This is 6 damage per hit, so probably get him down to 4 hit points. Yeah, let's go with that. Exactly average result. Nice. And now, I already have a druid to heal. I want a sorceress. These guys hit hard with magic, and I want to do that. By the way, these guys actually can get all the way up to level 4. I doubt I'm going to see that this campaign, but they can. Anyway, now time to level some more loyals. You cannot one-hit KO, but I can slow you. And now you can one-hit KO. Man, the shaman is so good at slowing. They are... Yeah, that's the thing. They cost 15 and they can slow. It is the elves' awesome unit. Spearmen and shamans are awesome. Now, I do want to wipe out these guys. I don't have a huge hurry to rush in because it's about to be night, so I'd rather fall back and delay that confrontation for a bit. And who needs healing? Anybody who needs healing, stand next... Oh. Oops. Alright, so I accidentally left Sir Garrick, so we cannot actually get the healing he needs. Too bad. Oh well. And you can get some healing, and who can attack me if I go here? I don't want to be in this guy's attack range, because if I am, then he might come over after me. I'd rather he fight the undead. In any case, you can definitely withdraw, and I will deal with these guys shortly, but I'm going to delay it a bit. I have many turns available. I want to fight them by day. Oh, hey. I guess there's still a couple of them down there. Cool. Alright, so these guys are about to be wiped out. Is it safe for me here? Who can get me? Not you. Not you. Not you. You have 48 points, 60% defense. You can do at most 21, you at most 12, so the two of you together 33. If you also attack, that's 40. Yeah, okay, you're gonna be okay there. Now, I do like a good kill steal. This seems like a good kill steal. Yeah. Do I want this kill steal or that one? If I go here, that's still not a one-hit KO. That is, and I like that. Now, are you a flawless kill steal? You are, but I won't be in great terrain defense, but I think that's okay. Because I can send the elves up here to be proper fodder. To be fodder. Because now I don't think they can get more people here. This guy might accidentally die against one of my elves instead of my loyals, but I can't do everything right. Now I want to split my forces a bit. Is this enough? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 levels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, 2 to 1. I feel good about that. Oh, settings. This guy is getting 10 extra income. Now I want to make sure I have enough forces over here. So, how do I want to advance? Not too quickly, of course, because, well, I don't want to draw too much attention towards myself. You are okay to go there. Actually, oh, this is a nice trap, because this guy looks vulnerable. It looks like two of them can attack, but if they attempt to, they just bump into the ambushing ranger. That might work. We'll see. That said, I'm about to have to deal with some undead. Now, you have finally finished healing, which is good, but I don't want to move in and attack just yet because it's still nighttime. Yeah, I can explore there if I have time left over, but I don't plan to. There are villages, which are nice. Now, how do I want to do this? You definitely want to get that kill. You are expendable, so you're going to take that forward path. How much? 50-50 chance. I don't like those odds. There, I can't get hurt, so I like those odds. I like those odds better. Here, it is, if I move up a bit. No? Okay, if I do this, then this is a one-shot, which I like. Oh, I didn't bring a healer. That might have been an oversight. Well, okay, one group had to have a healer. I'll get that in a moment. You can move up here. Let's give lots of people... I'm getting him out of the forest for defense. Let's give lots of people extra damage. And I need to bring a healer over. Too many guys with poison. Now over here, this should be an easy kill. Who do I want to get the kill, though? Well, not that guy, it seems. Let's go here. You cannot do much damage. Giving the leader kill is good, but it didn't work. You're loyal. You could get the kill. Okay, you're loyal. No. Well, time for the... Alright, so not quite the way I planned, but hey, all my guys have healing. Well, maybe I'll get you up to level 3. Anyway, you can now heal up and run further away, but that's not going to do much. Alright, so you've been poisoned, I don't care. You've been poisoned, I do care. I want to, if I can, how low can I get you? I definitely want to get this guy low enough for someone else to do it. And that will still take 2 hits. But I still got the kill, which is nice. I am going to fall back here just for the defense. This guy is here, this guy is here. This seems like a great time to come in and take out this guy here, now that the sun is rising. Note that this guy is actually also able to recruit. Some sides have multiple guys who are leaders who can recruit. Still, this battle should be wrapped up shortly, which leaves me with here. Now, I want to kill this guy. You have 3 chances to hit. Nice. Now, this is the part where I think I'm just going to get some more fodder. Because level 2, these guys can do a lot of damage. So I'm actually going to get 2 more shamans. Because with 2 more shamans, I have lots of chances to slow and give XP to the other guys here. Oh, thank you for helping him level. Alright, so I'll start over here. These guys are not currently slowed, but they can be slowed. I'll try to slow them both. Unfortunately, I didn't. Sometimes luck is not with me. But this guy is now slowed. I can definitely land a blow here, which means it should be very easy to finish him right here. Now, you're not slowed, so I don't really want to attack with ranged, but I can probably attack with melee. Or I can try slowing here. I don't like that plan. No, I have to keep Athelial alive, so I think these guys will just be sacrifices. I'm pretty sure they're about to be the ones attacked. And there's no way the archers are going to attack the sorceress. That would just be incredibly bad tactics on their part. They will go for these people. Now, down here, I'm not quite done yet, but I am almost done. Who gets the kills? I would love to give these guys some kills. Oh, I want this kill. That requires 2 hits. If I do this, it might... You are loyal, so I'm okay if this accidentally kills. It accidentally kills, and I'm okay with that. Here, what's my chance? No, I want him low so that someone else can steal the kill. You can step forward some more. You can step forward some more. You can step forward. Terrible defense, but it doesn't actually matter because no one can get to him. More healing. Oh, wait. Oh, did I not? No, that's not how I want to move. I have to put my white mage somewhere I can heal the poison, which means you can go here. I don't actually need you to survive, so maybe you can bait him over here. And I can start moving down here as well. All right. I feel good about that. Yeah, that guy is still recruiting. Yep, they're going for the people I expect. Oh, that's more undead emerging from the mist. All right, so if that's how many undead I'm dealing with, I am going to need some more fodder. Solidly more fodder. Let's get you over here. Can you slow? Yes, you can. That means you can make this attack. And you will... That's a very safe thing to do. You are an obvious vulnerability, which is okay. I am going to just get 4 more shamans. Oh, this guy's coming over here. Can I leave you here? Who can attack you? You can attack there. You cannot get anywhere close. I don't think I want to stay here. One person can attack you, one attacker won't take you out. Now, do I want to do this? I think I don't, just because I would need to hit twice to kill, and I don't want to risk that. In any case, at least... Oh, well, it's about to be night, but at least they came out of the fog by day. Now, who gets the kills? You can just attack here, leaving a better spot for somebody else. Here, you can just... Now, I have to be careful here because I don't want this guy to actually die against them, because then he would be another one of them. I will move up here. Laurel gets kill. This is not quite a one-shot. That's not quite a one-shot. Oh, dang. Okay. And can you finish that job? No, not quite. Okay. Oh, man. Hopefully I'm not about to lose anyone. You can do 21 plus 12 is to potentially 33. So I actually am in danger here. I don't like that, so I'm just going to come in here and keep things safe. All right, we defeated the Masters of the Undead, but no, there's something more. They were just servants, and, well, I think we can guess that, given the purple color of these enemies. Still, these guys are dealt with. This guy can do 12 damage, but all these guys have over 12 hit points, so I am okay. Man, that's slow. It's just so great that I can slow him. All right, now, unfortunately, is nighttime. And the way I'm going to handle that is by just slowing everybody. Slow here. Slow here. And now that they're slowed, the more valuable units can come in and get their XP. Okay, so this guy is a little dangerous, but he's going to go for the shaman, so that's fine. Let's see. I guess I can give this kill to somebody. Who gets the kill? Can you do it? Maybe. Nope. Can you do it? No. Can you do it? Yes. All right. Let's get you guys some healing. And I'm going to start their trek over. But here I have problems to deal with. And I think I do want to make this attack. I didn't get both, but he's slowed, so I'm not that worried about the counterattack. Let's get you a little bit over here. Let's get you over here. And you are going to get close. There are going to be chances for kills. So here's the thing. This guy supposedly had 12 income per turn. I think he got a gold boost at some point. Because look at this. This is not 12 gold per turn. %70 terrain defense coming in clutch. Alright, nighttime, which is not what I want, but... Well, I can still slow. You can hopefully hit with a slow. You can now get a kill. And who do I want to go for next? I I actually am going to step here for the slow, because I want this spot available for some other units. Here, I do want to attack the guy who's in terrible terrain defense. Who do I want to have go now? You are going to attack here. You're going to attack here. I think, even though it's ranged v ranged, I like these odds. Still going to hang back here. I'm still worried about moving too far forward with her, even though there's slowed guys. Yeah, I'm just going to play it safe here. They're surely going to take out this shaman, but it'll take at least one of them, maybe even two. This one is an obvious target, so I think I'll last the night. Alright, so that's the worst of it done. Now it's time to start exploring down here. I hope to uncover everything along the way, but I do have to move through the swamp a bit. This guy is low hit points. I'm not going to wait for him to heal up anyway, so he might as well go and explore down here. There's my goal, although it's not an actual scenario requirement, I want to uncover the entire map. Moving forward, it's going to be a bit of a slower trek here because of the terrible terrain, but that's just too bad. Attacking the intended targets, I see. Alright, so it's still night, but it's the last turn of night. So, can I go after this guy? Probably not the best idea. Keep this guy slowed. He is melee only. Oh, that slow did not work. Let's see. Can I go here? Oh, hey, I hit with both. You are not slowed. You are slowed. You have 41 hit points and good defense and good resistance against those. You are absolutely pulling back. The trouble is the following. Do I go for the slow? He can theoretically... What's my damage? I think I am going to go for it. It's a bit of a risk. But now that he can only do at most 18 damage, this is going to be way safer. In any case, I now have... You can attack. Do I want you to attack? You have 42 hit points. Those guys are not a threat to you. I'll leave you here. Yeah, okay. So now it's time to start advancing onward. This guy is technically in range of an attack, and if so, great. I would love to take away a little bit of pressure from that front. We're going to keep going here. These guys keep advancing. This is where I feel like the map is maybe a little bit larger than is best, just because of how much time is spent moving units forward. Not exactly the most riveting gameplay. But I made it through the night. It's now dawn. All right, time to start destroying these guys. Loyal unit gets kill. Loyal unit gets kill. You are already dead, basically, but you can still do a bit more before you go. You are going to slow. Or no, you're not going to slow. And that sets up this kill. Come on. Okay, no, it didn't. That sets up nobody getting that kill. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I was expecting that to get a kill. All right. Moving right along. Let's go up here. This elf can maintain his trek, and to look at that, there are some villages back here. Surely this guy's about to get killed. Well, very likely he's about to get killed. But, well, I discovered that hidden village. Yeah, it's been a bit of time since I played here, so I don't remember where all the things are on the map, but maybe that'll make the experience more authentic. Okay. This guy is still at 1 hit point. I think I would like to use this guy to get the kill. Now you'll go here. And this should be a one-shot. You can get some healing since my healer needs some healing. And this guy won't come over here because he can't see him. Now, the question is, do I want to make this attack here? I think I do. Although, let me just be careful about it. You can approach, but you're not very scary. Yeah, it's daytime and I have impact. Okay, apparently I have very bad luck there. How bad is my luck? Not great so far, this scenario. Overall, a little bit worse than average, but honestly not that bad. Now you can go here, so if he wants to attack... Oh, he can't even attack me. Oh, that's convenient. Alright, closing on the last little corner of Shroud. This guy is still on his very long trek. Probably should have done that with a quick unit. Oh well. Okay, so I've got some things I need. I want to get this... Actually, I don't need this kill, because I'm 3 XP from leveling. You are already level 3. Wait, who do I even want to get this kill? You're a good choice. Let me soften him up for you. Oh, great. This should be a nice, easy kill. And it was. And he can do at most 15 damage, so nobody in danger here. And I will just step here. Okay. Time to get a closer look. He can attack me, but he won't because he can't see me. And let us use this guy as bait. And I'm going to take a detour with my mage. I am not going to take a detour with Sir Garrick. He is just so slow. All right. Oh, right, and let me not forget this guy. Thank you, healing. I'm going to light beam away, and you can get that last spot. Now, you are injured, and I do want... Oh, you're close to leveling. Let's just see if I get this kill. If I do, fine. Oh, look, I've reached my final level. Mounted General, level 3 leadership, nice to have. The one thing troublesome is I don't have any truly expendable units here. So I guess I'll just have to let this guy sit up here. Yeah, I definitely used less fodder than was a good idea here. Still, I should be able to finish this off without anything seriously wrong happening. You can just start marching forward. You can start marching forward. And I think that's all for this turn. Okay. And I guess there's nothing back here. Oh well. Found the Lich. Thank you for shouting out. That does not break the ambush. So, this guy has been found. He has 0... Well, okay. He appears to have 3 villages that I can see. And since he has a base income of 12, he should be getting about 15 gold per turn. Or about 1 level 1 skeleton per turn. Do I want to rush forward? I think that I do. I have enough healing to make this safe. Yeah, I do. This is impact. Okay. This is also impact. Now it's safer for everyone. And now, do I want to get this? That would require me to hit with everything, which I don't really want to gamble with. You currently do 18 plus 8 is 26. You're at 29. So thanks to that, now I only need 3 out of 4. And I've made it to level 3. Alright, so clearly he just got a pile of extra gold, because there's no way that was regular income. Fortunately, I still have a bunch of time, so I am not worried. Sometimes the game just gives enemies an extra burst of gold so that the ending isn't too easy. Ooh, could I get you up to level 4? I wonder if I can. That's a lot of XP needed. Probably not. Probably not. No, I don't think so. Just because I have so many units who are loyal, who I want to give XP to. Alright, so it's going to be day soon. Let's see if I can deal with this one little level 1 archer. Let me stay out of range of this guy being scary. Okay, yeah, I think that is safe to do. This is a mace, so... Oh, and you're there to get that kill. And let's just start sending the fish around this way. Who knows, maybe they'll be able to deal with this themselves. I do have a level 3 guy right here. You might even be able to level. I don't want... Well, actually, no, I do want to move here because it's safe. All right, so that spot is... Oh, right, there's deep water. All right, I won't be making the entire map visible. Now, let's get everyone up to the front lines for the final push. I want to be very safe taking out these guys, which is tricky because of how many are level 2. Main way I have to do this is daytime, so impact first, that guy is taken out. I am just barely out of range of the Lich, but I don't want to leave him here. Too many archers available. I think... I think, though, if I go here... I believe this should be pretty safe, because you're at most going to do 36 damage. Oh, that's 72 combined. No, I don't want to put my leader at that risk. Yeah, I'm just going to do this. If the Lich comes out to face me, then he's going to face the Arcane Fairy Fire. And I will possibly lose my Enchantress, which would be a shame, because, you know, I just got her. But I'm just going to... Oh, wait. I can... Do I want to do that? I don't think that I do, actually. I don't think I do want to attack yet, just because I want to wait till it's daytime. And you can keep your trek going. Okay, I got a little worried there that this guy might be dying, but hey, 70% defense is very powerful. Now it is daytime. So slowing is useful. You guys are going to move up. Hopefully I can level this guy. This guy, probably not. Let's just get you to safety. Now, how am I going to do this? Ranged attacks melee. That's just sound tactics. This guy is the least of my worries. That was 2 misses, which is not what I wanted to see. You can... You didn't slow them, which is not what I wanted to see. So I guess I'm just going to have to come over here to guarantee there's not 2 attackers on her. You are not safe to get close to a lot of things, but I think I am okay with you attacking here. And let's get you in healing range. You're still advancing. I am very likely to lose one of my units here, which is not what I want. Oh, they've decided that they would like to attack my fish. That is a great reprieve. And that's all deep water. Okay, so this guy basically won't do anything. You're running away to heal, which is a nice sign. How many people can I take out? You still can't attack yet. You still can't attack yet. I kind of want to attack here. The main reason being that I don't want to rush too far forward with my leader. Now, you can take a safe spot. You can take a safe spot. Let's definitely get you some healing. And I want to get you some healing. So, you cannot get to here. That's 15 damage, so you can't get killed. Now, can I level you up? One-shot kills? Yes. You are in serious danger, though, because you're poisoned, and at 32 hit points, I'm going to get away with you. You should not die in one turn, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, no, I don't think that'll be a one-turn death. I think this guy is going to go back right here. If I do lose him, it's a shame, but that's what I get for not having enough fodder. Oh, he came into the water. The Lich came into the water. How feasible is it to get a kill right now? Probably... Oh, it's not. No, it's not. Alright, that's fine. I am not going to get the kill right now, but what I am going to do is try to find a nice safe way to get in. I think I want to just attack here. And yeah, this is terrible terrain settings, but what can you do? So you're near leveling. It is about to be night. Wait, what are my chances here? Can I actually do this? This can do up to, theoretically, 27. And would slow, so make the drain a bunch less. That can do 24. So 27 plus 24 is 51. So I would have to hit 6 out of 6, which is not something you want to count on. Yeah, I just don't like those odds. It's about a 1 in 4 chance to win right now, but if it goes badly, as it probably would, yeah, I just don't want to risk it. Yeah, I'm just not gonna risk it. Nonetheless, I only have 4 undead I'm facing at this point. I do like that you can, let's see, he won't actually reach out this far. I think I want to try and get this guy taken out. I hope I'm not going to lose this swordsman, but it's definitely possible I will. That's a one-shot. And I actually am going to go here. And that's a very dangerous spot to be in, but if I have to lose someone, it's actually going to be an Elvish Ranger. And the reason is that I know about some future scenarios, and elves are not going to be very much help after this, except, of course, the Enchantress, who can be amazing anywhere because, well, level 3 version of the Shaman. Alright, nice. That guy survived. Now might actually be a good time to take out this guy. Can I die from this? Absolutely. Probably. But you have to return home. And you do at most 12 times 3 is 36 damage. So you can't kill my Merman Warrior in one hit. So if I can defeat these two and put my Merman Warrior there, then I'm guaranteed safety for a turn. I would like to do that. What are my chances to kill here? Damage calculations, 47. If I have a bit of leadership, it's still 47. I don't like those odds. I do like the odds if I do that. Okay. Now I want to get this kill. Is there anyone I can give it to that's good to give it to? Probably. You do want to do this? I don't think so. I'm going to do the thing that's very safe. Now, who can get this kill? You can. Now, what would be really nice is if I could slow the Lich, which I can't because I don't have anyone in the place to. I do not like that plan. Wait, can I just stop him from getting home? Okay, you can do 45 damage at most. You probably won't attack there. You can survive 46 damage. You can survive 54. If you step there, you're going to do 36 damage. Okay, so I think he's just going to attack one of the guys who can be attacked safely. And then would, yeah, I think he's just going to attack one of the two melees. Because the AI likes to do damage to things that can't do damage back. And next up, I'm bringing these guys all in down here. So now he can't get back to recruit. Yep. And something about draining the energy. Okay. Yeah, don't worry about that. It just means I have a turn limit. All right, so now you can still do, potentially, that much damage. If I step here, it's down to 36. So anybody with at least 36 hit points should be okay then. If I can slow you, okay, good. Now he's doing nothing, basically. There we go. We've beaten them both. We should make haste to return to Wesnoth. I think the fall harvest should be soon. But no, I'm sorry. Powerful mages are not so easily defeated. Those skilled in the dark arts are especially adept at misdirection. The real undead is beneath here. So we must enter the crypt. But where's the entrance? There's strong magical wards that have hidden the way and bar our entry. I can dispel them. It'll take some time. Stand back, get some rest. Down below, things are going to be difficult. Very well, I'll leave you to your work and prepare for the upcoming battle. So, overall, I lost 7 shaman and a fighter after recruiting 8 shaman and 2 fighters, so my one surviving fighter is this guy who really, he might as well have died. I'm not going to use him again. I'm sorry I did not get everything cleared up, but sometimes it's going to be like that. And lastly, I think there were actually 19 villages. The big thing is the advancements. I got, in my advancements, an Elvish Sorceress and then Enchantress. I leveled up 2 of my Mermen, I leveled my General, and I have 3 Swordsmen now. And this guy is very close. So among those loyal peasants and spearmen from way back when, they now have a total of 10 levels when they started with 1. At the Undead Fortress, Dioran watched on as Atheliel dispelled the magical barriers guarding the catacombs. One by one, they came undone in flashes of blue and black, cerulean and obsidian energies diffused out into the cold, dry air. He wondered briefly why she had stopped mentioning Mebrin and his whereabouts, but something told him that now was not the time to mention the sage's name. Perhaps, he thought, she suspected that the bandit's story was indeed true, and that Mebrin had been corrupted by his dabbling in undead magic. Perhaps she simply hadn't come to terms with it. Eventually, all the wards were gone, and with only a hushed word of beckoning, Atheliel led the men down into the crypt. Okay, I messed up and didn't have audio, so I'm going to redo this next part. It's dark down here, that's the undead, and this is actually a relatively straightforward scenario. It's just you have to be careful. The basic plan is recall all the loyal units. Though actually, I want to get this guy first. Essentially, I want to use loyals because I don't have an enormous number of villages and I want to play it safe. I will be using a few elvish shamans later to slow some enemies, but I don't plan to ever have anything less than full income. Let's grab this, oops, this village here. Oh, let me remember to delay shroud updates. Ethereal can fly, so she can go here. And the good news is that these trolls immediately decide to work for me. For free. They are also loyal. That said, they are not going to follow me into the next scenario, so they are also expendable, despite being loyal. More loyal units. And I'm also getting my Enchantress, who might actually be able to get to level 4. Alright, so hopefully I can... Can I take this guy out in one turn? Maybe, but I'd rather not risk it. I would rather just slow him. Okay. Or not. So since he can do more damage, I will not put the level 1 spearman up front. Still, you can advance, and... Are any of these guys quick? Don't see it. Okay, well... You can go over here. Now, I'm not going to advance further. I don't want to give the bat a position in a village. But I am going to, because I have 6 villages already, I'm going to recruit 3 shaman. Because that gets me to exactly 6 levels of non-loyal units. Oh, I can make it out here. Which means I can actually recruit 1 more shaman and still have 0 upkeep to pay, assuming that I do not lose any villages, which I shouldn't. Oh, I also can get that village shortly. In fact, I can get 1 more village. Okay, there, that's better. Well, definitely time to retreat Sir Garrick, but first his leadership bonus is going to help. Can you get that? Not reliably. Who do I want to go up there? This, I definitely want to attack with melee for sure. And I think... Oh, okay. I did not want that to happen, but too bad. And you can hopefully finish this. There we go. And a new level. That said, I definitely want to bring you back here. I'm going to need some healing. Bring the trolls forward. And we get into choke point fighting. There is another keep up here, so I don't actually need to hold back. I just have to be careful and take my time. Got some poison here. Well, I can go here, and I should be able to get the kill. Fortunately, I didn't even get poisoned there. So you just need 3 more XP to level, and I really don't think you're... Well, this bat could be a problem if it lets me have 3 attackers, so... Hopefully... Okay, well, I did not take that guy out, so... there is a chance that I am about to lose this merman. Not a huge chance. Because, well, hopefully I can take out this bat. Let's just make sure. Okay, now at most 2 units can attack him. So I feel a lot safer there. I definitely let's just bring you here and you can have a healing spot. Now you can also get some healing. I think I want to step here first. Hopefully defeat this guy. I didn't. That's why I had this guy step first, because now you can form a barrier. And if I go here, nobody can attack any of my units more than twice. I'll even be a little healing because I assumed Yoren's about to get poisoned. Alright. I've got my choke points established. And don't worry about this area, nothing ever comes in from there. Okay, a few guys coming out here. Let's get you some healing. And this, I think, is a free kill, because I cannot possibly fail to kill. And now I'm level 2. Okay, back to over here. Closer to the kill. I think I would like to step here, strike first here. That did not cut it, but I can finish it here, and you seem like a good time to be fodder. Just because I don't want too many people attacking there. I mean, this is a little bit wasting a shaman, but it's probably fine. Now, over here, I definitely want to bring the trolls in. How far is it safe to advance? If I go up here, this should be safe. Because... okay, this guy could be attacked by 3 units, but not 3 units that could get the kill, and the only way they do that is withdrawing, so I'm okay with that. Okay, I did not get repoisoned. Alright, so I did not think about this bat coming in, which I probably should have, but oh well. And let's get these guys forward. There, now there's no substantial attack line. Alright, so this should not be too hard to take out. I want slightly better odds than that. Let's get you here. Let's get an attack here. Okay, I like these odds much better. I'm trying to get this Enchantress up to level 4, because they are very impressive at level 4. And you can be here even though you can get poisoned and not be able to heal it, because I just want to move forward. Now, for the water battle, I don't love the way this is going. Okay. I do not like that. This... I probably misplayed that. I think I'm going to lose this merman. Oh, he survived. Alright, well, I need to fix this. So first things first, we're going to go here. You are going to go way off to safety. I'm just going to completely take the cowardly approach. But I'm okay with that. Now, I also want to get someone out there who can help. And that means storming forward a bit. So you can make it out to here. Now, yeah, he has 46 hit points. He should survive. And you're low on hit points anyway, so let's just make some bait. You can get here. There's a great chance for you to level. Okay. Hopefully this bat does not cause... Actually, oh, I might be able to do that. This might prove sufficient bait for this bat to come and not trouble my fish. We'll see. Hey, that worked. Okay, and I think I can save all my fish. Now, if I can hit with a slow, good. That bat cannot get back here. You can run away to the village. These guys are just going to have to stay way back here until I've dealt with some bats because they are basically out of hit points. But I should be able to deal with the bats. This did not go as intended. Alright, now you got hurt, get back. You can go forward with some leadership. Did not level, unfortunate. You are expendable, so I don't mind risking you here. Oh, chance to level. Got a swordsman. Speaking of which... Okay, none of them hit. But that bat has nowhere to go, basically, so... I can get a kill here. Or not, if I miss. I might need one more shaman up front for fodder. And for slowing. Oh good, that bat did not run away. Okay, now things are going to be easier. So first things first, let's see if I got the kill. I didn't. I guess I'll see if you got the kill. You did. Next, I am still out of range here. These guys can't be attacked. Let's go here. Let's take advantage of this very low defense. Now these guys can start coming back to get some healing, because nobody can actually reach them. I want to take out this guy, starting here. And I want to give the kill to you. Fortunately, I did not get poisoned. Sorry for the delay. And yeah, now it's time to rotate out the troops on the front line. Or do I even have to? I don't think I do, because you can actually rush over here to get healing. You will gain a level with any kill. So I feel like this is a good way to level. Alright. Now, you have 68 hit points, so I feel safe with you being at the front line. You have enough hit points to survive an attack from one unit. Oh, this guy is about to stay poisoned, unfortunate. And let's just make sure you're slowed and give an alternative target for any incoming threats. Okay, that was a little touch and go for a bit, but I'm feeling good about this now. Everyone can move forward, and I'm about to defeat the first of the three leaders. Oh, he came out for me. That is so kind of him. Alright, so definitely not with a fish. Let's get you guys to places you can heal up for a while. Who do I want to give the kill to? Uh, not, not you, of course. This seems like a kill for you. Let's step back just a moment. Damage calculations. I'd like the odds a little bit better than that. Now, how are the damage calculations? I like those odds. Now, at this point, I do have some guys coming in. Let's post a Royal Guard there for safety. Okay, I did not want to mess with those, but it happens. Do I have somebody who can get this kill? This... I don't love that. I can go here, and then you can get the finish. Okay. Let's get people where they can heal. My enemies can only attack someone with 75 hit points. You know what? It's okay if they attack Sir Garrick. He has great resistances. Now, I do want to send the trolls into the water soon. Not because they're good in water, but because they're expendable. Okay, moving forward. And if something comes out and kills this guy, well, it's a shame, but he's only here for one scenario. All right. One enemy leader down, 2 to go. I now have 13 villages, which is enough to, without any real cost, get some more shamans, which I intend to. Can I get this kill? Damage, I don't love those odds. Well, actually, if you miss, then I have someone else who can finish you. Okay, now let's get here, and light beam. Great opportunity for a kill, one shot. Perfect, you're nearly leveled. Any threats I have to deal with? I don't think so, but just in case, I'll go here. Oh look, there's a Dark Adept. They are easy killing. They do a lot of damage, but they do not have a lot of hit points. Alright. Okay, so I think, though, I'm going to now recruit a few more shamans. I still have 13 villages and 9 levels worth of non-loyal units, which means I am still paying no salary to them. Essentially, village upkeep covers it. And my plan is to keep it that way. Alright, now I want to soften you up, because you're going to level up anyway. You can just easily get that kill. Oh wow, took all 4 shots. And now, let's get you this kill, because you're a long way from level 3. And now, oh, I can't actually get there. And is anyone dangerous approaching? I'll just play it safe. You have 81 hit points. The fish are still healing up, but I can give you that spot. Fish and trolls to the water, but the fish are going to have to wait. Everyone else by land. Alright, so I definitely want to take this guy out with somebody who's not already max level. This seems the obvious choice. Nice. I now have a level 4 elf, the Sylph, which is incredibly powerful and will be very valuable. I also... who do I want to get the kill with? Oh, I may have misplayed that. Because if I don't get this kill, then my white mage, or my mage of light is in danger. So I think what I'm going to do is go for that. It does mean not giving XP to who I intended, but best to play it safe. Mainly, this is the guy who I'm really going to have to work out to level. You can move up, you can move up, you can move up. And let's keep bringing the shamans. I'm going to need them a lot more soon. And you can keep standing right there, actually. All right. I'm actually going to undelay shroud updates because I don't really need them past this point. He hit all four of them. Oh, I got a little bit lucky there. Okay, so can I kill this lich right now? Probably. I probably can. And the way that I want to do this, first of all, you step out of the way. Now, let's get a slow in, because I don't want to take too much damage in retaliation. And now, this right here is why I wanted a self so much. Huh. Not dead. Okay, I was expecting that to work. But sometimes you were unlucky. Still, there's a narrow choke point. I don't think any of these guys are going to get killed. And let's get shamans forward. And he can't even run away properly, so I should still get him. I thought it would be that turn. Oh well. Yeah, stuff really can get bunched up here. Well then, you should be easy XP for somebody who needs it. Nice, level 3. You can be XP for who? Not for you. I don't want to risk losing you. Let's just slow you here. You can withdraw, and I don't actually have to get the kill this turn. I can just do this. Sergar can step back, and maybe I'll get this kill. Are my odds better here? No. Yeah, worth a shot. He's slow. Okay, well that's fine. I didn't get the kill, but it's not a big deal. Now, how are these guys doing? They're still healing. But I feel okay with taking this 1v1. Level 2 versus level 1, and I'm in a village. I should win. If the bat comes over here, then my trolls get to gang up on it. Oh, I actually did it. Alright, now first things first, let's just get that kill. Next, I want to slow this Death Blade with this Shaman, which means I want to hopefully... Oh, well, that's not good. Okay, call in the big guns. Now, hopefully you can get that slow. Good. Over here, who do I want to give the kill to? Let's just try here. Right, that worked. Now, this is going to be a trickier choke point because who do I put here? I think I'll just put a Royal Guard here. If this Lich actually comes close to me, then I am just going to destroy it. It's about to have 12 hit points. Still, I want to get some healing here, and I don't want to step in here. If one of them comes out, great. If not, I'll just maintain that position. You are finally healed up. You are almost healed up, so you can stop in the village on the way. Alright, time to cure that poison. Ooh, can I get the kill here? What are my chances? Not great. I can surely get the kill here. But I'm going to give it a chance to go to someone else first. because I would hope to. Yeah, because of the 24 XP is worth. Honestly, no. No, I'm not. I'm just gonna get the kill. And I'm gonna take this spot. Not the most efficient XP distribution, but too bad. There we go. Now let's get a new shaman up here to keep slowing this guy. And you... Oh, hey, you can just straight up level. I don't even need to worry about... Well, or I can stand here and not attack, because the first attack against me will automatically level him. That seems like the safer route. Let's go here, let's go here. Yeah, choke points can be very annoying, but I can sneak a few guys around here. There we go. Yeah, I feel good about my choice to not attack there, because both of those attacks together could have been very dangerous. Still, time to withdraw. Elves are not good in caves. Oh, did not hit there. Okay, well, where do I want to go? I think I want to just get the slow here, just so you don't take too much damage. And I'm just going to blast through. I know I'm giving more XP to a self, but that's almost inevitable. How safe is this? I probably will be fine. And you're expendable. Okay. There's poison, but trolls heal poison. And another fish is ready to go. Alright. My mermen are fully healed. They're definitely going to be helpful for maintaining the water assault. Yeah, there's more guys coming through here, so you can surely. Okay, no. How do I want to do this? I kind of have to kill this guy. He's just clogging up everything. Now the way is a lot more open. This is a level 0, so he does not give a zone of control, which means if I kill this guy, if I kill this guy... Okay, well, if I had killed that guy, I would have been able to get in, but I didn't, so too bad. I'll get him next turn. Still, I think I'm just going to start blasting. Yeah, that opens the way up. I just wanted to get through. That was not the most efficient way to distribute the XP, but I was just getting clogged, so I had to use the heavy hitters. That happens. Alright, so I've lost 3 of the new shamans, which is fine by me. They are here to be expended after all. Now, who do I still need to level? I have 1 swordsman and 1, 2, 3, 4. So I want you to level. Basically, he's my only remaining real priority for leveling. So let's soften you up a bit to the point where this should be a very easy kill, but it's even easier with leadership making it a one-hit KO. Alright, that was the highest level unit you could kill there. Everything else, I don't really need to worry about leveling anyone else, so I'm just going to start getting kills. You can one-shot this guy. If this guy gets to level 3, he's actually very helpful. The troll hero can become a great troll who do amazing damage, so if I can get that, so much the better. I don't want to let this guy out of the water, so I won't. And now With two of the undead leaders defeated, I definitely still have lots of time, still have half my turns. That's the key to this scenario. Just don't get impatient. Ooh, here's a good chance to slow someone. And you can see down here, there are definitely a few high-level folks. Also note the scenario settings. The remaining undead leader has 32 income, so that's, well, this guy costs 28, so that's a little bit more than one revenant per turn. All right, and can anyone else move up? Not really. Okay, that's good for that turn. And that guy's nice and low. Okay, so I want you to get a kill. If I can over here, because that would mean the most possible experience points, because there's the level 2 unit I'm facing. I think, though, although my fish are also loyal, let's try... I can always come in here if I need to. So I think I'll just try this attack here. If I hit with all three, then I level. I did level. I definitely want a hoplite. They are incredibly damage resistant, which does mean that I no longer want to... Well, I no longer can get a kill against a level 2 unit with this swordsman. Instead, I will simply slow this guy. I will simply slow this guy. Okay, I will simply slow this guy. Okay, so I won't slow that guy. Okay, you know what? Whatever. Sometimes you just miss with everything. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 attacks, all missed. He has 40% defense, so that is 0.4 to the ninth power chance he would dodge everything. I'm just going to check. 0.4 to the 9. Yeah, so that was literally a less than a 0.03% chance that all that would miss. Sometimes that happens. Wow, that was... I was not expecting that. Good news is I definitely am in a position where that's not going to mess me up. This guy... Can he get the kill? I mean, if I give him leadership, he has an 82% chance. Just because all the other attacks miss doesn't mean this one will. Okay, so that one worked. Uh... Wesnoth, man. Sometimes there are some very statistically unlikely things that happen, but they do happen. This turn, oh, even after that, I'm at the second percentile. Now, I might want to get some more shamans. If it seems like I have too many, well, I know what's coming up next. I will need to slow several of these guys. Oh good, he did not die. I was afraid he might. Now, melee units get slowed, and this melee unit also gets slowed. Can I level you? One kill won't do it. The question is, do I want to... I don't want to risk it. I want to level him safely. Meanwhile, though... No, did not get the kill. Alright, well, maybe you can. And I'm going to just trigger this. So moving forward a bit. Oh, okay. There we go. Mebrin, is that really you? Etheliel? It is you. How did this happen? And it turns out the bandits bound him in iron, which is burning and painful on the skin of elves, which is confusing because the elvish fighters carry steel swords, but it varies by elf. Essentially, the more you follow the magical route as an elf, the more you're going to be hurt by the kind of anti-elf magic iron. So the fighters can use swords, the archers can use swords, but the shamans and the shaman line basically does not ever use swords. If you're wondering why they constantly never learn to use any metal weapon, this is why. And apparently, this was deliberate torture, and so he eventually told them how to summon undead, including undead that would eventually overpower them, and thus he took control. Malmobrin, who is Mebrin, but now given his undead name, note he is an ancient lich, level 4. Well, he is offering her the choice to join him, but fortunately she can resist. He is shocked by this, but hey, you stink of undeath and tainted magic and corruption. You were a wonderful sage. How could this happen? Well, the reason is that necromancy is a very corrupting influence. Fortunately, she is willing to refuse. She recognized that her master is dead, which is tough for her because she really did not want to believe the bandits, but they were telling the truth. Now, on to the task at hand. This isn't visible and you can't see the gold, but he just got a bunch of extra gold, much like the second scenario where discovering something or an event leads to an opponent having extra gold. Here, who do I want up front? You cannot level at all. I don't actually want... Here's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to debuff my own unit. With the Illuminate, this is no longer going to be underground, bringing the damage down to not be a kill. Because now he's going to be very easy as a target for a unit I actually want to give XP to. Who can't actually get in yet, but it's still going to be worth it. Also, Jarek is level 2. I hope to get him to level 3, but it's not a big deal if I don't. Same with this Elvish Bodyguard. I'd like to get there, but I don't really need to. Wait, where's my other Elvish Bodyguard? Did I never recruit it? I recruited him. Oh, sorry, I recalled him. Oh, right here. He's he's now level 3. And I think, other than that, I just want to move into position to heal. Everyone can heal now, and go forward. And I'm going to go here just in case I need to recruit a few more shamans. All right. So, you are at 4 hit points. Can I finish you off with a single crossbow shot? No, because I missed. That is okay. Next person I want to give the kill to. I got it. This is 23 damage, so even then it's too much. Oh, can I get the kill here? Nice, I could. You can get some healing. I don't want to fight them until they come out of the water. Now, who to give this kill to? Is this a good choice? If I take away the illumination... Well, if I take away the illumination, this is a one-shot kill. The problem is this guy is still low on hit points. So I think I'll put Sir Garrick up here, where I can do some slowing. And you... Why can't... Yeah, none of my elves are quick enough to get in. Yeah, elves really are not great in the caves. So what I'm going to do then is I'm just going to move the trolls around this way. They are expendable. I'm going to set you up right here. Actually, no. Let's put the one with slightly more hit points. Oh. Actually, it's not really a meaningful hit point difference here. And I'm going to start getting some shamans. Their ability to slow is just incredibly useful. Alright. This guy is probably going to die, and that's okay. Alright. So, time to feed kills to the correct people. You are on the verge of death. But before you go, you can make this guy safer for others to attack. You... Can you one-shot him? Not yet. Can you one-shot him? Yes. Do I want to... I think that I do. Because that's going to get me to 89 XP. And I now have enough hit points to survive the counterattack. Now the question is, you can go here, because you are slowed I want you slowed as well. Here's not. I'm going to slow you. Basically, I just don't want anyone to be able to actually kill him in one attack. And I don't think anyone can. You can do 10 damage per hit, but to a troll that is 8. So that is theoretically 30. Okay, so this guy could hypothetically get that kill. How can I avoid that? Let's see. While I think about that, let's get you a bit more XP. I think the way that I solve that problem is I'll just go around. Oh, wait, no. I'll go around here. And yeah, I will step here. Yeah, I might actually have messed it up. There is a chance that this guy gets killed. If this guy withdraws and this guy comes in and hits all 4 times, which would be about a 1 in 4 chance, it is possible. Can I prevent that? These guys can't quite get in, but they can get in if I defeat this bat. Which I can do with this guy. You could go up here, which would not actually stop this guy's approach. Yeah, no, I think I just made a mistake, and I might be about to pay for it. Still, I'll keep advancing, and that should be fine. He missed with one attack, I'm safe. Okay, tactical error, but sometimes you get lucky. Alright, now, who, if anyone, do I care about leveling? I would like to level you. I'd like to level you. Basically, 1, 2, 3 people I would like to level. You are possibly going to level again anyway, though it's a lousy level. It's just 3 more hit points. Let's just keep slowing these guys. The more I slow them, the safer I am. And can I get that kill? Not likely yet. Can I get this? That's not actually that necessary because I think I'm going to be defeating him anyway. Let's get you backed up a little bit. You can shoot safely. You can finish him off. Oh, let's get a little bit of illumination first. You are expendable. Oh. With a little illumination, this is a 1-hit. Good. I can also move up here. Fail to slow. I can go over here. Is that dangerous? No, because I can go over here. Oh, I did not manage to slow. Okay. Fine. I'll just go over here then. And... oh, wow, that actually got the kill. I was not expecting that to get the kill. At this point, I don't want you to step in the water. I think I'm okay with here, because essentially if I go here, I can almost certainly take this guy out. Yeah, I like those odds. And the people who can retaliate are all ranged, and it would be terrifying for them to attack my Shide with a ranged unit. And while I'm here, I'll do a little of that. Hey, there's a melee-only unit for them to attack if they want one. You can get some healing, and you can keep advancing. Again, choke points are tough. I'm going to try to bait these guys out one by one. I'm going to show them sacrificed, but that is okay. All right. I would like to get this kill. I want... ooh, that's perfect. Oh, it missed. Okay. Now it's less perfect. Ideally, I want one of these guys each to kill them. I want to give them each the kill. Unfortunately, I accidentally killed that guy a little too soon. So let's go here and slow. This cannot kill him. And this cannot get the kill. Yes, but it's a lot more likely to with some leadership. There we go. All right, I have the 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, where is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 loyal royal guards, which has been a goal for quite a while. Time to grab some more villages, start marching my way in here, grab a village, and this guy cannot attack me, neither can them. You can make it out here, which is good because that is where I want the bait. Now at this point, I'm gonna crank out a bunch more shaman because he has still a lot of gold coming in. Again, 32 gold per turn, and I see he has 1, 2 villages right now. I need to be able to take out his guys quickly, and that is easier to do if they are not getting tons of healing. Oh, that is so strange. He did not use his ranged attack. Why did he not use a ranged attack? Was he trying to convert this guy into... I have no idea why that happened. Nonetheless, you're on bad defense, so I can slow you. And then I will... Can I get the kill with Jarek? Maybe I can. Let's take that village, just slightly reducing his output. You can go here, which is not currently going to kill. If I go here, that's a lot better. Now 2 swings can get the kill. There we go. And 51 XP, getting closer. Next, let's just start slowing everything. Essentially, anybody I slow is just... do I want to approach there? No, I'd rather use a melee slow. Okay. That is annoying. Do I want to go here? Yes, I do. I know I'm on terrible defense, but I just do not want this guy doing a lot of damage. Let's bring you forward. And... yeah, this guy can take at most the 18 damage from here, so I feel pretty safe about that. Let's give him some healing, though. And, oh, this guy actually is not yet leveled. Alright, everyone's coming in now. Shaman are expendable, so are the trolls. And there's my new level. Alright. Let's get some slows, although first... First, I would like to deal with this bat. Next, let us slow you down. Who's gonna slow here? Yeah, a little bit of a waste because that guy won't come with me, but oh well. Let's see, can I get this slow? Yeah, I did get the slow before dying. Nice. Now, can I get you to get the kill? I would like this guy to get the kill so we can level. Oh, won't quite level, so we can get to 47 XP. This might leave him low enough to... yeah, perfect. Now, as long as I just hit with one of these, which I didn't, oh well, I guess then... you know what? I'll just go over here. Now, time to move more people in. Here, I want to be very careful with who is and isn't in range. Now, I think... now, because I can hypothetically lose Sir Garrick and still be okay, I'm okay with taking the gamble where he gets the finishing blow. I would rather go here first, though, because that guy is expendable. What's my odds here? I do like those odds. Now, if I get the finishing blow here, then I'll be fully healed. And yeah, that worked. I hope to keep Sir Garrick, but technically he is expendable. Now, you have 80-something hit points, so I like you on the front line. Whoever Malbred attacks is going to take a lot of damage and quite possibly die, but that's just a chance I have to take. At the very least, his main target options, well, yeah, there's a very good chance he's going to get a kill. It's pretty hard to stop him from getting any kill at all. Oh hey, he went for the troll. Nice. He was the one I was more okay with losing. Alright, now, first things first. Nope, did not get that slow. Did not get that slow. There's one. Okay, his damage is much lower now, which is very important. I am definitely going to be bashing here. He might just stay there, actually. And who can get this kill? I don't want you to get the kill, and you can't. You cannot... You technically could get the kill, but probably not. And now, let's give you the kill. Nice. 5 XP away from leveling. He is currently slowed, which makes it a good time to rack up damage. But I'd rather get rid of these guys, because he can do at most 40 damage, which cannot kill anybody near... Oh, I can kill that guy. So let's get you in the way, and you in the way, and... Essentially, I don't want any ganging up to happen. I don't like those odds, so I'm not going to attack. You can slow this guy, and since you failed to slow him, someone else can slow him, or just destroy him. Yeah, that's a kind of slow. Complete destruction is a kind of damage reduction. Alright, so there is not a single unit I have that both of them can attack. I'm never letting him back to his keep, so we cannot recruit any more units. I unfortunately lost a lot of shamans on the slowing him, but it was absolutely worth it. And let's bring you over here and you over here. So next turn, I should win. Definitely going to go here. You can maybe level up right there. I will try the trident first just to get him low. Which means this is now will be a one-shot once I bring in the leadership. There we go. Level 3. You're level 3. I think... Do I have any units I still want to level up? Marin Warrior, I guess. But essentially, no. Okay. Now, the main moment I want here is I want to get him out of that castle tile. That did not go the way I wanted it to. So, let's get another shaman or two. He can do at most, at a maximum, 15 times 5. That is 75 damage. If I... yeah, 75 damage. Who do I have who can survive that? Not a lot of guys. So... I'm trying to find a way to not lose any unit I care about. And I think the way to do it is this, because no matter what, he can only attack a troll. And I'm okay with losing the troll. Okay. And funnily enough, I didn't. Now, can I slow him? Yes, I can. He is now slowed. Now I can go over here as bait, which I want him to take. Essentially, I want him to step out of his castle, and since there are some free-to-attack guys available, he should be willing to do that. There. Now his defense is much lower. I am reasonably confident that this is going to hit. It didn't. Well, I'm now reasonably confident that this is going to hit. It did. And now he is slowed, he is low defense, everyone can gang up on him, Maybe I could... No, I'm not even going to try to get that as the killing blow. Let's just bring in the Royal Guards. That was terrible. What kind of a Royal Guard are you? That was much better. You're what a Royal Guard should be, and... Oh wait, am I actually going to be able to do this? 50-50 chance. I should have moved up earlier to illuminate so he does less damage. Now what are my chances? Still 50%. What if I give some leadership? Now what are my chances? 78%. I like those odds. Didn't work, but, you know, that happens. Alright, so who's getting the kill? Is there anyone here I care about getting the kill? Not really. This is very reliable. And he's trying to turn her to his side again. It's not working. And that is, practically speaking, the end of the campaign. You can see there was plenty of gold left, so if I wanted to just use a giant mass of elf shamans, I could have done that, but I'd rather do it this way. That said, there are 2 more scenarios. They're not much. We defeated him, we're going home. Unfortunately, there's a little surprise on the way. I am going to delay Shroud updates, and just to get this done quickly, I'm going to speed up to high speed. Time to move forward, time to move forward. The last couple scenarios don't really do much, but I am going to get them finished off. Just get my loyal Royal Guards, and that should be plenty to solve this scenario. And these elves think that we're vile beasts because they believe that we're the ones who killed Mebrin, and Etheliel tells them that's not true, but they do not listen to her. Apparently they're calling her a traitor because she was willing to work with humans a bit, I suppose. Anyway, so the plan is to fight through. She talks about fighting to subdue, but that's not really a thing. Anyway, nothing here is even remotely a notable challenge. Let's just get some attacks here, some healing here, some bringing up here, and bringing up here. I have enough gold to get an army, but I just don't feel like moving that many units. We're going to attack here, and here. Yeah, the elves in the forest, I'll use magic to dislodge the elf in the forest. And you're in... Oh. Let's get this here. And you should be able to take that out quickly. And I'll just keep healing. Okay, moving forward. I'll grab the village because why not? There's just not that much here, tactically or narratively. Another level 1 elf against my army with level 3s. I guess they want to make sure that if you, like, barely scrape through, then you'll still be able to continue, but this is basically an epilogue. Oh, there's an ogre. He wants to eat us, but fortunately for me, he doesn't know how to come over to me. Oh, I actually was in danger there. Okay, let's get rid of these guys. Right, because of my low terrain defense. That was foolish of me. Fortunately, my enemies are so weak it does not matter. But I should probably be a little bit more careful with my advance. Yeah, let's just go here. Alright, wall of 5 Royal Guards. Okay, fine. I'll just use some magic to dislodge. And there we go. Okay, that was a little bit closer than it really should have been, mainly because I was completely reckless. But, again, this is not a high-stakes scenario. Alright, bring up here, and you can be a source of healing as well. I do still need to stand near people who can heal, but like another level 1 elf, we're not in danger. Alright, the ogre can get me, but I don't think he will. He doesn't actually want to fight. He's just an optional extra to go after if you want to. Alright, ranged attacker. Cool, I'll use melee. Oh, hey, only took two of them. I thought it was going to take more of them. Anyway, stepping forward some more. And I... Is that all the elves? There might be a few more. Oh no, there's one more there. Yeah, okay. And goodbye, ogre. Alright, I believe that's the last elf. And hello, I'm back. They thought we'd lost, but elves are attacking. So now we have to deal with an elf attack. However, this is a very silly elf attack because, well, the thing about these elves is that every time you kill one, a new one will show up, so the best way to deal with this scenario is to not attack. So that is my plan. I'm going to just not attack. I'm going to put people in the way in some villages where they'll get some nice healing, because that is a good way to postpone the time when my units all die. That said, it's honestly not even going to be that necessary. I just have to... It's okay if Minister Hylas and Sir Garrick die, so I will, allow that to happen. I am going to recall some loyals. However, that's all I really need. I'm going to head over here. I'm going to head over here. And now I'm going to use my strategy of clicking end turn 14 times. Once. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Oh, did I accidentally kill one of them? 10. 11. 12. 13. And because these guys are over here, 14. Alright, and that's the conclusion. So there's some grief. These elves are angry at humans because some other humans killed Mebrin, and now there's a negotiation, and it's time for the epilogue. So they held the walls, trading evenly with the elves blow for blow, which whoever wrote that was not watching how I did that fight. Nonetheless, we make peace, and the terms are you don't come in our lands, we don't come in yours. It's the best we can get. They kept watch. Anyway, that is the end of the South Guard. I give this campaign a B. It's a strong 6 scenario beginner campaign, but the last 2 scenarios are just not necessary. I think it should just wrap up after you finish off Malmobrin. Anyway, that's the end of the South Guard.